Okay.
I've got a little bit of an echo. Okay, we are live, so we're just gonna jump into it instead of doing a normal 3-minute checkup like I normally do when we start streaming. All right, is everybody ready? I am actually gonna do a checkup.
No, that's fine.
Jazz standard.
All right, thank you, Brian.
Have I ever told you about how we're only 3 people away from the guy who pissed on me?
Now we're gonna get some views on this one, Aaron.
Yeah.
Just hashtag it Diamondbag Daryl. That's a big search term, I think.
Yeah, Diamondbag.
Let's can we start a podcast, Aaron, called Pantera Them a New One?
Yeah, absolutely.
You just go song by song through Pantera's catalog and completely destroy it.
Tear 'em a new one.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
More like Cowboys from Heck.
Alright, well.
Yeah, I'd listen to that.
I have to refresh Roll20, so it is going to be 3 minutes until this thing starts. It was a good decision to do this stream. Me being a Luddite who is increasingly frustrated with any small inconvenience. Come on. Oh, you're all silent on me now. Okay, here we go. Got the map up. Everybody is silent now. I don't hear the echo I had a moment ago.
Oh yeah.
All right, now I do got you. I got Brian and Zach at least.
There's that cemetery.
Wish I was in the cemetery. I didn't have to hear that
More
song.
like Cemetery hates.
That's better. That's much better.
Alrighty, is everybody ready?
Oh, there we go.
The worst part about Paul being dead is that we know that he's not somewhere crying on top of his drum set at one of his topless parts.
You're still talking about Pantera?
So you're talking about like Paul McCartney for a
Yeah, I
second.
thought you meant Paul
Oh
McCartney.
no, Paul McCartney is dead and he's been replaced by Doppelganger.
I was about to say, no. Ringo plays the drums.
Paul,
Yeah,
Paul
there's only
McCartney.
one call.
We know this because he's not wearing shoes on the album cover of Abbey Road.
Also, he became very uninteresting after that.
No, they told you in the song. He said, "I am the walrus."
He's
That's
arguably the worst Beatle anyway in the first place. So
Oh my
dying
God.
was the most.
I felt a little bit bad, Zach, for calling you a contrarian earlier, but now...
Oh, yeah, we are in real
I hate.
contrarian
I hate
from
Wings.
Zach.
Yeah, sorry. Ever since Ben lauded me for being contrarian, now I feel like I can lean into it more.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is Dungeons...
I
This
hate
is not...
people who talk shit about Paul McCartney.
Yeah, this is a show where we just talk shit about various... There are 4 people on this...
Well, then you would love Wings.
Yeah,
There's...
that's a good point.
There's 4 people here with me tonight, and each of them is gonna pick
no,
a
Jet's
beetle and
pretty
just
good.
tear them apart. No, this is a Dungeons and Dragons.
Is Wings the band related
No.
to the TV show Wings at all?
There's no
There's no
Tony Shalhoub
crossover.
adjacent material in Wings.
Wings the
Do you
band
not
is
understand what the
I
show
feel like
Wings is
there's-
named?
Wings the band is related to Frasier, though. Well, it's a good time for you all to go silent so that I can assume
Small
that you're all...
airport, so it was like wings of a plane.
Thomas
Rolling
Hayden
around
Hayden
the
Church
sunlight.
was a former roadie for Wings.
We're all having a lot of trouble with our audio because it seems like
Yeah,
we're
something
I
not
would
like
have to
that.
be contrarian about that.
picking each other up. So this is
He
the
was a
Sunken
roadie
World
for
Saga.
Wings before he did Sideways. He took
Yeah,
a
in
break
between
from acting to be a
between
for a
Wings
Wings cover band.
Sideways and Spider-Man 3. He was ready for Wings.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
This is the Sunken World Saga. This is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition live stream where we have a whole lot of characters. With
Wait, who's the best Beatle?
George.
Can you all not hear me? Or did you just decide in a moment?
I was always a
70s,
George fan
He
myself,
got really
too,
into
but
ukuleles.
I don't have a lot
and
to base
he
any
used
of
to
this
keep a
on.
bunch in his trunk and just hand them out to people. Like whenever he would meet people, he would give them a ukulele.
Which is bad.
See, yeah, that kind of shit. He really leaned into the whole Enlightenment shtick the most, I think. And also, I judge Beatles on the post-Beatles career, and he's got my favorite post-Beatles albums.
Because of the Travel in Wheelbarrow.
Yeah, exactly. That's like
I like
top
the
five.
traveling Wilburys.
Top 5 for me. I like him in King of the Hill. I'm a big fan of him in King of the Hill.
Hey, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Wait, were you not a part of this conversation the whole time?
No, right before Aaron called Zach a contrarian for saying that Paul's the worst Beatle, I was like, all right, Zach, I felt bad earlier, but now. And then immediately Aaron said it, and I started to scramble. And I thought, shit, this is going off the rails. I need to start some Dungeons & Dragons. And I went over to the map and started the intro, and then you all kept talking about wings.
Yeah, it really went on way too long. That's true.
All right, so I'm going to start now. And here we go. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream where we have 8 groups of, we have 4 groups of 4-player characters played by a total of 8 players. Tonight is normally when we would just be having Team 1 go on an adventure, but because of what happened last Sunday, we actually have something a little bit different. We have a grouping that have never gone on an adventure together before. I'll be explaining how they found themselves where they are, but let's have them introduce themselves. I'm going to go 1 Thorn, 1 Thorn. We have Jackson Pars.
Hey everybody, I am Nathaniel Potts-Wells, and I'm playing the human wizard Jackson Pars.
After Jackson
I'm
Pars...
not done. I'm not done.
Oh. You gonna talk about wings for 20 minutes?
Which one?
Jackson Pars is a wizard that summoned Tony Shalhoub into existence, and then wings happened. Someone else go.
All right, we have Sebastian.
Hi, I'm Brian Ziola. I play Ringo Starr.
You son of a
I'm
bitch.
Sebastian, a thorn, a rogue.
After Sebastian, we have another rogue, Zakar.
Hey, I'm Aaron. I play Zakar, who is a rogue and a ranger as well, and he's part of Team 1.
And then we have Stevia.
I'm Zach Harmon. I play Stevie Carnon, a Goliath fighter who is just constantly amazed at how smug those brothers on wings can look.
All right. I am very happy that you all actually didn't hear my Frasier joke, because I thought that you all just didn't think it was funny and I was crushed.
Give it to us now, Ben.
I thought it
No,
was
no, no, no,
dry,
no.
like rice.
I have to explain the dragon thing that happened last week. If you all are good, I'll do the Frasier joke.
I knew that dragon was Niles.
Brian.
No, it's a frost dragon, so it's Niall's ex-wife.
Whoa!
I
Okay.
can't remember the actress' name.
Well, David Hyde Pierce plays Niles. No actress played Maris. That was part
Yeah,
of the
she
appeal.
never appeared.
So, last
that's right.
week, the Thorns and Team 1 together came to the city of Kizarkand, former capital of the Kingdom of Zeshan, the Zeshan Empire. Once they arrived, however, they didn't have long to fulfill some of the tasks, some of the shopping that they had been putting off for some time on their adventure, because they were attacked by a massive, ancient white dragon. It was a fight that saw a few big losses and a few people doing pretty much okay. But as the dragon died, Zakar, who understands the draconic tongue, heard it casting a spell to send some folk away. And it was the 4 people who have just introduced themselves. And so, if you all don't mind, you have been dropped down, and Roll20 is taking forever to load for me. So I don't actually have the map, but I'll just try to describe it visually. So you all have dropped down, and Sebastian, you are bleeding out of your eye. But with your other eye, you and Stevia are able to see that you are in a very dark cave. The ground is a sort of grayish green, and the walls are this sort of blasted sandstone color. You notice that there are beds, a few small boxes, and a desk. And at the desk you see a skeleton sitting in a chair, leaning over it. You see, next to the two of you, 2 of the adventurers that you met. Zakar, the archer, and Jackson, the wizard. Zakar and Jackson, you can't see anything at all. You are in a dark room.
In that case, I didn't move over to the bed.
But then a light kicks in. And that is the candle that you can see on the map, but our viewers can't. And it is a small green flame, but the light emanates to fill the whole room. And you can see that the only way out is a massive door that is completely shut. It's sealed, you don't feel any wind coming through, you don't hear anything beyond it, smell anything. But you notice the candle is in a glass case, sort of a dome over it. And it looks like the candle is melting very slowly, but you notice that the wax is falling into a small divot in the floor, and you see that it is, if you watch long enough, it is inching closer and closer to the way out of this chamber. Now you all can see the light is just powerful enough that there isn't a part of the room where the humans cannot see with dim light. In front of the skeleton at the desk, there is a journal that is in your all's journal page. If any of your characters want to share what is in the journal, I would just like one of you to read it and, paraphrase it in your own words if you decide to read the journal. If you don't, no worries. But you are in this room. There are beds that seem to be very, very old, but seem like they were restored and are maybe maintained with magic. You are in this room. It is
Here,
skeleton
take
journey.
this, put it around your eye, and I'm going to.
What do I do?
No, his problem is he doesn't have an eye.
Yeah.
And, go ahead.
Help.
Goodberry.
Sticking in my eye.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grind it up into a poultice, and then I'm gonna cut off a bit of cloth from my cloak and rub the poultice into the cloth and shove it over his eye.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean down and kind of check over him, like kind of touch his face and see where the problem is, and cast Cure Wounds on him as well. But pray to Isnala to grant health back to my companion.
And Jackson draws something quickly in the air, and all of a sudden in his hands appears a glass eye that is glowing with arcane energy. Do you wish me to fill your hole, or?
Oh, that's very direct.
Yeah. It's just it might make you look more normal. Okay. I try and pop the eye into his eye socket.
I'm gonna bite on one of my bird perches that I have in my kit. Seems
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Make a medicine check with disadvantage, Jackson.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I'll say that the poultice that Zakar put in his eye is helping a bit. So don't make it a disadvantage.
Just normal roll.
Just a normal medicine roll for Jackson Pars.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Sebastian, this wound is way too tender. That thing is.
Nope. Get it out. Get it out.
Oh, you're right. I think I had the pupil facing inward. We need to turn that around. Let's try again.
Nope. I'll do it. I'm gonna thieves tools that out of my face.
All right. Yeah. You basically
Yeah, you got it.
you pop yourself on the back of the head, and that thing comes.
I'm gonna kind of grab Sebastian by the shoulders, but Sebastian,
Yes?
sweetheart, you gotta calm down, okay?
Yes.
We gotta figure out what we gotta do for you. All right, so you gotta be calm.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you've lost an eye. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. It's okay. I've known plenty of one-eyed people that have a full and happy life. So we're gonna move past that right now. All right, that's gonna be a thing to process later.
Okay.
Right now, what do you need us to do for you? What would help you the best right now?
Will you hold my hand?
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna take his hand in both my giant hands.
Okay. Now, will you make a new eye for me?
I look around for a aptly sized pebble.
No, that's not an eye.
Yeah, that's not something that I could do.
No, I gave him the eyeball.
No, don't like that one either.
I could try to pray to Nala, but I don't know if this is within her scope of power. You know, I don't know where we are right now. I don't know if
where
we're
are we?
close to her. Or...
Okay. Can we do that thing in that ancient tome called Boondock Saints where you burn the wound close?
You need it cauterized?
I think so. Is that how it works? Am I still bleeding?
Well, if I cast Cure Wounds directly to his head, would that have stopped
I don't know what
bleeding?
poultice does.
The poultice mixed with the cure wounds, like the wound is healing.
Okay.
There's going to be some bad scabbing.
I don't think you're bleeding anymore, bud. So
Let's make a really cool head wrap.
I think that's a good idea. We'll get you something nice and stylish.
Yeah.
I'm like snapping my fingers at the other two, like give me something.
Okay, the eyeball disappears from your hands, and now I am holding out an eye patch that has your Thorns marking over the eye patch. It's black, and it has like a faint blue dim glow to the whole eye patch.
Okay, I like that. I put that around my eye, and I do it like that cool style where it's like diagonal, or like, you know, so I got my one eye still showing.
Yeah.
And while you guys are fitting that on, I'm gonna step over here with Zakar. Where are we?
Yeah, I don't know. Ben, do I have an idea where north is?
Oh, yes, you do. North is this way.
Okay.
To what, on the map perspective, is your left.
East.
Yeah, I don't know, but I heard that dragon say some sort of spell. It must have sent us here. I think we killed it, though.
Did anyone else speak Draconic? Did anyone hear what he said?
Yeah, I speak it. Let me recall exactly what he said. Using my
Yeah.
feet.
He said,
9.
away from here. Nothing
And
specific.
I'll repeat that in Draconic and then translate it. You just
Yeah.
sent us away. I don't know.
Does anyone know what time of day it is?
Well, let me think for just a couple of moments. At what time of day?
Yeah, Zakar, it's like 5 minutes after dusk. About where you were when you disappeared.
Okay.
Or like it's like 2 minutes after that.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite Pantera song.
2 minutes after dusk.
Well, let's just take a little bit to catch our breath, maybe, and get our bearings before we venture any deeper.
Where'd you go? Where'd your
Well,
friend go?
I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to try and put us in the spot that we left from, just to see if somehow we are that far away. Otherwise, it's just going to fail.
You are further than 500 feet. You feel the
Okay,
spell
so waste
fail,
the
and you
spell
understand
slot.
that is why it happened.
There's beds here.
Yeah, we're not in walking distance, or at least like immediate walking distance of where we came from either.
So, yeah, mechanically, I'm suggesting we take a short rest, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you guys need spell slots or something. I prefer a long one.
I don't want to be here too long. Well, I mean, perhaps I could. There is this nice bed here. And I look over at the Thorns members.
And there's 2 great beds over here.
I don't know if these
Well,
beds
this one
are quite
has this
big
one's the
enough
longest.
for me to
It's tall
sleep
enough
in.
for. I think you could match this one, head to toe.
Yeah, maybe if I take the diagonal, but I don't know. It's weirding me out that we're in here. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep much anyway. Maybe I'll just stay and watch.
We could do a short one, I guess.
Yeah, let's just give Sebastian a little bit to wrap his head around all of this, and we should try and skedoodle.
Is that a magic
What?
word?
I've never heard you use that word before.
What's
Jackson?
skedoodle?
Look, I'm always expanding my mind and experiences.
I
I took an improv class, today.
That's a great point.
Me and
I love it.
Nathaniel,
skedoodle is one of the best things I've ever heard.
me and Nathaniel role played a small scene with him speaking with Being again, and that's how Being talks about movement.
Okay. Okay.
Well, everything is kind of vague when the way Bean talks, so...
You must skadoodle.
Hey, have you ever heard hit the rickety? I like that one. If you want to talk about going somewhere, you say let's hit the rickety.
I don't know, that phrase seems cattywampus to me.
Snoochie boochies, Jackson Parr.
Oh no, Kevin Smith is our DM, run!
His shorts are basically pants. No.
God, a Kevin Smith would be the worst artisan to have in your town.
Come look at my hockey jerseys.
It's basically a dress. No.
I like how you guys are not talking about what's the actual worst feature of Kevin Smith, which is the fact that all he does is bitch and complain constantly and make excuses.
Yeah, remember-
we just lost a viewer because Kevin Smith was watching.
He was about to make our whole lives.
Okay, so you all want to...
Short rest.
I think short rest, yeah.
Yeah.
1.
Okay.
Nope. I get to re-roll that, right?
Yes, you would get to re-roll that. But wait, did you roll a 1?
No, that was me.
Oh no, that was Aaron.
That was
Where's mine?
Aaron.
Yeah, roll it for me, bro.
Yeah, Brian, reroll. Zakar's
Wait,
hit die.
I hit.
Oh!
There.
Oh, wow.
Fools. Joke's on you.
Okay. So. Are you all just like napping in these beds?
I don't know if I'm in the bed, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to see what's going on in this book over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of walk around the chamber here. I'm not gonna sleep.
Sure.
I put the pillow over my head so they don't see that I'm crying out of my eye.
I could do that while taking my short rest, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because somebody was feared and not able to get anywhere near it getting damaged.
So you look over it, and it seems like, from what you can see, the skeleton, weirdly enough, has a gaping hole in its rib cage. Seems to be the wound that killed it some time ago. Its bones are the worst preserved thing in the room. You notice...
And it's sitting in the chair, or...?
It is sitting in the chair, but it's like slumped over on the desk. And you see it has a hand that is on top of a pile of like dust that was probably a quill. You, Jackson Pars, are able to discern.
Okay.
And
So it
the
was writing
skeleton
in this thing.
hand has a ring.
I'm going to come behind it so that I don't touch the actual skeleton itself,
Sure.
and pull the chair back.
Sure. Let me do that.
Although now that I'm thinking
You've
about the way you
revealed the
described
trap
it,
card.
this skeleton might just tumble face first into the ground.
No, it scoots back on the chair. And the skeleton does have a ring on one of its fingers.
Oh. Somebody must have loved it. Can I get a closer look at the ring? I'm trying not to touch the skeleton itself.
Does it say Jostens on it?
It does not.
It's a pinky ring. It's a real cool hardcore guy.
The ring is like black pewter, and it seems to have been like literally carved, so it's not like perfectly circular. Like the outside of it, there are like little flat parts. But you notice that where you would normally put like a gemstone, there seems to be about half of a pearl.
So like the half that's in the socket is what's still there, and the other half is missing.
Yeah, like
or is it like split?
It was a pearl was split and then faceted into.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it broke off. It's just there's a half a pearl
that's
as the setting.
Yeah.
Hey, what you got there, man?
There's this ring. I'm not sure about this skeleton. Everything else is so well kept, but the skeleton itself and the quill that was in its hand have all dissolved with years. And
Maybe they're not part of what the room was originally?
well, I'm worried there may obviously magic sent us here, so there might be some form of magic at work that I don't understand
Did you read this?
yet. Not
Did you read
yet.
this book?
What does it say? Let me look. I actually look through the book now.
Can you like read it out loud for the sake of the stream?
Oh, I didn't realize that Ben said BRB. So, back to this ring. What do you make of it? It doesn't seem very expensive, but
Well, we can read the journal out loud while we're waiting for our DM.
no.
wait, what? Oh, is it in the Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it out loud.
Yeah.
August of 19th, 486. A shocking discovery. This chamber.
Julian Calendar.
It seems to date before these beasts. I believe the iconograph iconography we saw on iconography.
Iconography.
Iconography. Sorry, this is. I better skedoodle.
A
We
shocking
saw on our way into the
discovery.
cave was put there long after. The altars likely sacrifices prisoners of war brought here to be fed upon and keep the beast sated. 2 birds with 1 stone, indeed. Alright, so this is some kind of a holding cell for murder beasts.
Yeah, seems like these.
Wherever we are.
This guy came along after the fact too.
Also,
Making the same
Ben,
discovery.
Yes.
August 19th, 486. What is that relative to our current living day?
Yeah, that is just... That is just under 200 years.
Is there an Augustus Caesar in the Sunken World Land?
Look, I'm not Tolkien. I'm not making a calendar.
Fair.
My excessive amount of work is in other areas.
I mean, when Elder Scrolls tried it, they came up with the day called Turd Ass, so that's about the worst that you can do, I think.
Here's what I'll say. In terms of what your characters see, you see the name of one of the Manchunian dynasty emperors of Hallandor. But what you all, the players, actually see is August.
Would you say, like, you said just under, like, 20 years under?
Just under 200 years.
Yeah, but like 20 years under 200 years, or 1 year under, what are we talking?
I will be completely honest, I need to get a few of my timelines perfect before I decide what actual year you all are in. But I
Is the
believe that you
year
all are
666?
no.
Damn it.
Wow.
You know what, Brian? Yeah, it's 666.
All right.
I'll make the decision now.
Sebastian air guitars in bed.
Crying beneath his pillow, he air guitars.
Yeah. All right, emo
I
metal.
apologize, I'll be quiet again.
Well, I would not take anything from this room since it says there's an enchantment that keeps people from being greedy. But also, it says that this door, it won't open except for every 9 hours.
How long has it been since we've been here, you think?
This is a car.
Just a handful of minutes. Short rest is how long? 30 minutes?
It's an hour.
It's an hour.
An hour? We've been here for nearly an hour.
An hour and 2 minutes.
What's the door made of?
It looks like it is really, really thick carved stone.
Is the door at the end of this passage here?
It's more like here.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like we have enough time to take a rest that it seems kind of lengthier.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can break through this. I'll pull out batter, and I'm like, hey, think you might be down for busting through this thing? What do you think?
It is what I was made for.
Oh. Okay. I'll take a swing at the door.
Yeah, okay. You swing at the door, and you hear a loud "Vroom!" And the stone seems to shake, but only because you are perceiving your own body sort of vibrating after the impact. And
Okay.
Batterer says, I can break it with another strike, but I sense that it would be dangerous.
Is that a load-bearing door?
Indeed. Also, there are things beyond where we are.
What? Did you get some kind of... How do you know that?
There is an enchantment on the door that keeps them at bay. Keeps those inside from venturing out and finding the treasure sought by the man who built this enchantment.
What kind of things? Do you have any idea what might be lurking out there?
They feel old and
Ben,
evil.
During my rest, I will have pulled out my my dowsing rods, and I'm crossing them back and forth and seeing which way they go. And I'm using a spell slot on Primeval Awareness, so I put it in chat. But aberration, celestial, dragon, fae, fiends, and undead are the equivalents in this world.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. You feel there is a strong presence somewhere nearby.
And I think does it say which of those? I don't know. It says you can sense whether the following types of creatures. I don't know if it says like.
It doesn't reveal the creature's location or number. Yeah, I'll tell you. You feel the equivalent of what you would recognize as a spirit. A spirit creature who is of a type that I don't really know how to classify it. I'm just going to use the D&D classification, so I'll tell you in a second. I don't really know in my cosmology which of these things it would fit closest to.
Sure.
So I'll just tell you the D&D one so that you, the player, know. So, yeah, in practical terms, you all do have a long rest. You are basically trapped and forced to have a long rest.
Are there any drawers or anything in this desk?
There are. When you open it up, it is just piles of dust.
Okay.
And it does, once you've read the journal, you could, if you like, make an Arcana check with advantage.
Okay. I would like to do so. Let me just find it.
So in D&D terms, Aaron, you feel a elemental.
Okay. But in this world's terms, it's a spirit, is what I would feel.
A spirit, but like a spirit that is oscillating between malevolence and benevolence.
Okay.
Yeah, Nathaniel, Jackson, you notice that you actually feel something kind of similar to transmutation magic when you looked at the bed and the chest, the desk. It seems like there is a enchantment on the items that were here when this journal writer got here, that made these items repair themselves and then maintain a certain level of strength. But then anything that was brought in by this enchanter and his companions has long since turned to dust.
Can I walk the room and look for secret doors?
Sure. How are you doing that?
Investigation, I guess.
Well, what's Sebastian doing when he's looking?
Crawling on my hands and knees and poking at the floorboards and stuff like that. It's stone, I know.
The floor is stone.
Looking for uneven ground or anything like that. Maybe in the walls, something like that would make the wall slip out of place. I'm just touching everything.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I took all my drugs.
Since he's said that the journal said that there's enchantments on things, I need to check through this and make sure there's like nothing enchanted on these beds that will harm us. I'm gonna like pull up the sheets and look under the mattress and whatnot, and to see if there's any items in here.
Sure. Yeah, you don't find anything under the beds. Sebastian, when you come over here, you do feel some of the stone is loose. And you notice that basically there is a fixture in the wall that is removable. It's about the size of Stevia's head.
All right, I'm gonna try to. Can I slip it out? Can I move it?
Make an athletics check.
Athletics. 3.
All right, you do remove it, but you drop it on your toe, taking 3 bludgeoning damage.
Curses.
But inside you see...
I uncannily dodge it.
Yeah, okay. You take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Ah, that could have hit 2 of my toes.
You see inside there is what looks like a small, like platter, like a tray sort of deal. And on top of it, you see that there is what looks like basically a small chemistry set. And you see that there are 4 vials. They have
filled with
green
anything? Yeah.
liquids in them. And they're like pretty much full. Like they're brimming. They're small vials. They're like the size of a finger, but they are filled all the way.
Am I able to see this, or am I a little too busy with the bed?
You're just tearing up that bed.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Oh, now you know about it, Jackson.
Oh, well.
I found Ecto Cooler.
Aw, for real? Give
Yeah.
me some. Anybody
I
got a
don't know
straw?
if that's what it is.
Sorry.
Do I
do
know
need to
anything
clarify.
about this?
One of them is not the same shade of green as the other 4. Jackson, you can.
I'm
do
a chemist, if I can do a check on that.
Yeah, make a chemistry tools check.
It's a 17 total.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell that the 3 that are a slightly darker green are anti-venom. They're brewed as a protective force against the venom of a particular creature. You can't discern the creature, but you do recognize that it seems like it's like inoculation with venom. Diluted poison.
Well, this is interesting. It's like an anti-venom, but it's also protective. Like if you take it beforehand, it'll protect you, but there's no way of knowing what beast it's venom it would protect you from.
Protect you forever? Or for just a little bit?
Probably just a short period of time. But it's interesting to see anti-venom made preventative rather than curative.
Well, my hammer was telling me that beyond these doors, like this door is built to keep something out rather than to keep something in. So perhaps there is some sort of venomous creature lurking around outside of here. I don't know.
You guys can have them. I feel like there may be microchips in it.
Well, I can attest that the Zeshan Empire is tracking us.
Yes, I've read that as well.
Do I know anything about this other colored one?
Make a separate check.
Okay. Sorry, I have it set to ask me which attribute to use.
Sure.
It's a 22 on that one.
Oh, that one's poison.
And this would be the poison that they use to mimic to figure out what, like, this is the poison that the anti-venom is for.
Well, if anyone wants to hold on to that, maybe you could use it against anything you might come up against.
It may not be too useful for us now, but Zakar, maybe you would like to hold on to this one. If we run into something that's not a poison monster, perhaps you could use it to dip your arrows in.
You make these little potions and stuff, right, Jackson?
I used to dabble. Every once in a while I'll do some.
You think you could take a look at one of these and the venom and see how they did it? Maybe make a supply? If we got time to kill them here, at least. I don't know if we have the means to make them, but...
Well, we should get our rest.
It's going to take a lot of trial and error, but I could get lucky and create it the first go.
I mean, if not, I don't mind not taking it. I'd rather y'all be protected from anything out there. I'm used to taking the hits, so I'm not too worried about myself.
Now, in that hole, Is it just like a little cubby hole, or does it feel like it goes further than just where that tray was?
It's just a little cubby.
Okay.
Tell you what, I'll take the venom and see if I can't try and make a version of that myself.
Yeah, here, go for it. I don't want to get it mixed in with my food. Speaking of which, I don't have a
I'll
lot.
take it over to the desk to work.
If any of you have any magic, I could saute up these last couple mushrooms, crumble in this ration that I have.
I got some jerky.
All right. I don't know how long we'll be down here though, so we should probably.
Ration it out.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll have you do one more alchemist supply check, Jackson, and then
Okay.
Are you all good to take the long rest, or do you want to try to?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And okay. You
They just keep getting better and better.
you feel like you could take this poison when you have dabbled with it and the chemistry set and your own supplies. You feel like you would be able to make a similar diluting agent that would not be a preventative. You would need to take like a few days to probably figure out how to make the preventative. But you could create, like right now, you could make, I'll say, 2 helpings of a curative.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is make sure that the other 3 people each get the anti-venom that we found, and I will keep the 2 curing ones that I made.
Okay, cool.
Ben, before we take the long rest, then I'll go ahead and cast Goodberry 3 times with my last 3 spell slots, and I'll give everyone 7 Goodberries. They last for 24 hours, and I'll give Sebastian another 2, and like crush them up and reapply the poultice with it.
Yeah. Okay.
So everyone should have 7 Goodberries.
Hey, thanks for taking care of him. I wish his sister or his brother were here. I think they'd be able to handle it better than I can. But at least it's nice to have someone around that can help him better than I can.
Sure. Well, I mean, that was powerful magic that you cast on him. I'm sure that's going to go a long way in his recovery. Are you all right, Sebastian?
Yeah, I like all of you guys. Thank you all for being here for me.
Well, we'll see to it you get back to your family.
Yeah, that's right.
Do any of you read fish?
I'm sorry, but before we left that room, Ben, I wanted to do one last thing.
Sure.
I want to cast minor elementals, and I'm gonna summon 4 mud methods.
All right.
That's a band.
And
Puddle of mud
I'm
methods.
puddle of mud methods. Going to try something. I'm gonna make sure everybody else gets like near the door and ready to leave, and I'm going to have one of the little methods take the ring off of the skeleton.
Okay, yeah. And when you do, you notice that it comes off and nothing happens. You now have this ring.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in my pack away, and I'm just going to carry on for the next hour with my methods hovering around my shoulders.
Okay, and you all do walk for a little bit. How you walking? Is there marching order, anything like that?
Yeah, I'll take point. Also, I'm going to cast light on my shield. Pray to his Nala to grant light in the darkness, and cast it on my shield.
I also make another one of those eye patches for Sebastian, as they only last for an hour.
I'm going to make sure that Fiona works still today.
It does. No
awesome.
check required.
And yeah, I'll be in the back, I think. I'll be like behind Jackson.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
I'd like to send my raven forward, if that's okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Can
It
your
doesn't
raven see
have. I
in the
don't
dark?
think it has dark vision, so no. But I'll let it like skitter forward, just not too far from us, maybe 15 feet, and just kind of let it hop around.
Okay, yeah, when it gets to right there, with extremely terrifying speed, you just see this massive tiger-shaped thing with a man's head dart
yeah.
out and grab it and just grind your familiar in these massive, ugly, quill-like teeth.
I hate that.
Its body is just patches of fur. Surrounding what you see is like a carapace that ends in a scorpion's tail with several barbs on the back. Its humanoid face looks at you. It's like a middle-aged academic man with blood dripping around his cheeks and his
I
lips.
don't know why that's a hilarious image to me.
And he looks at you, and if he was human, you'd think it was a sly, cheerful smile. But it is not. Please roll initiative. It's a Manticore.
Awesome. 24.
7.
He's certainly not a gentle manticore. Thank you. I'm sassy tonight.
Is the cave? Are these caves dark, Ben?
They are dark. Yes.
There's no light at all.
No light.
Okay.
So if light goes out, the humans will be vulnerable.
Good.
Oh yeah, Brian, you did roll. Sorry.
He was quick to act.
Yep. Okay. Well, first off, no surprise, it is Zakar. It is your turn.
All right. I don't like the cut of his jib, so I'm gonna focus my ire upon him. With my
I heard
bonus
something
action.
about a professor. Is he wearing a tweed coat?
He's got patches on the elbows for sure.
Yeah. That's what those little patches of fur are.
This is actually where tweed comes from. You harvest them from Manticore.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot twice with Fail Not. I'm gonna use Divine Magic as the additional damage. 30 to hit, 25 to hit.
Jesus.
Yeah, both of those will hit.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't change the. I didn't change it to 2d6. I guess. So I'll just roll another 2d6.
Sure.
Okay, so that is a total of 32 damage.
Okay,
and
you
8 of that.
definitely notice that the piercing damage seems to not be cutting it. Your radiant damage seems to be burning it a little bit more. But
Okay.
the piercing damage, it still gets hurt, but it is...
Sure.
But, well, that's what?
42.
34 plus
It's
8.
34
Yeah.
piercing, which is half to 17.
Well, it's sorry, I forgot the Slayer's damage. That's also piercing. So it's 28 plus 5, so that's 33 piercing. So it might be the same halved. I don't know, but
17 and 17 is 34, though.
Yeah, 34
Oh,
which becomes
right,
39, which will become 15 plus 4, 19.
okay, awesome. Thank you.
19,
Yeah, my bad on that
and then 8, so it is 27.
Okay, and I will then I'll stay where I'm at. I think. That's my turn.
Okay, yeah, he seems right chuffed at you, this Manticore.
Oh, I am right chuffed, I am.
That's right. And next up, Sebastian, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at him.
Okay.
It'd be horrifying to watch a Manticore
What do you say?
uncontrollably laughing.
What do you say, Brian?
I say, oh, man, it's funny that you ate a bird because you got a real bird brain. This isn't vicious mockery.
No, you do have to say something to make it laugh, though.
Yeah. I just fart at it.
Your DC is 14. It fails.
Hey!
And it starts going.
Whoa, that's horrible.
And you see feathers and blood dripping past its quill teeth.
Okay. And then is there anything to hide behind over here?
Doesn't seem like it. Seems like it's just a cave wall.
Okay. All right. That's my turn then.
Oh, you know what I just realized? There's a 14 in the initiative order. Because those methods get to go.
Yeah.
You have control of those tokens, by the way, Jackson.
Awesome.
Before that, though, you hear roars coming from each path of the cave. The ones that are the scariest are this one and this one. But then you see darting out another pair of Manticore stallions. And these things move super fast.
Stallions.
Yes. That's when I named them because there's two types of Manticore in this game.
That's cool.
And they run up, and you notice,
Stallions and the one that get fucked by stallions.
you notice that these have completely distinct faces from the middle-aged academic. You see one of them is a very handsome young man until he opens his mouth and he has these gnarly teeth. And the other one seems to be like an elderly drifter. He seems to be like an old man. And both of them are going to come up and make their attacks at you, Stevia.
Yeah.
So the first one is going to try to bite you. That is... What is that? Because my time is...
8 to hit.
8 to hit! Doesn't hit!
Nope.
Okay.
Don't do it.
No, I don't like having all those dice, actually, so I'm going to go back to rolling manually. Then it is a claw attack. He just lifts his claw and tries to rake it across your chest. That one is a 18 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. And then he lifts his tail, and instead of attacking you, this time 2 of its quills strike out, and they are flying towards Zakar. They just... like...
I get attack of opportunity on it.
No, he's 10 feet.
That's a ranged attack in a melee space.
I guess, yeah, you do.
Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with batter. 28.
28 will hit.
That's for 17 damage.
Okay, you feel like the bludgeoning isn't really hurting it very much, but the
He's used
necrotic
15
damage
then.
does. Huh?
Oh, I thought that you attacked me twice.
Oh, I did attack you twice, but I was talking to... I was just talking about the damage.
Okay, my bad.
No worries. So you do a total of 10 damage, basically.
Okay.
But both of those strike out at you. The first one to hit you is a 23, so that'll hit. Second one is a 17.
Yep.
Okay. You will take... you take a total of 8 piercing damage from the first quill and 2 poison damage. And then the second quill does, 8 piercing again and 4 poison damage. Okay. The second one that is going to make its attacks at you, Stevia.
Okay.
First one is a 21 to hit.
That is.
Yeah, it's the young man, and he just reaches up and tries to bite you on the arm.
Okay.
That is 10 piercing damage plus 1 poison damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to just reach up his claw and try and strike you like on the back of the thigh.
Alright.
Oop, almost a nat 20. That is a 24.
It is.
You take 12 piercing damage
Okay.
and 3 poison damage. And then, seeing you attack its comrade, it decides not to use its quills.
Okay.
Okay, and that is their turn. Next up, it is Jackson's go.
Which of these tunnels that we heard them coming from have not emerged yet?
You haven't seen any come out of this one or this one.
Okay. I'm going to cast Grease. I'll go ahead and draw it real quick. Here. So if they run into
These things
this
are
area,
fast.
they gotta make their... If they run through there, they gotta make deck saves.
And these things are fast. It's gonna go sliding into this wall.
Good. And I will move back here, and then I'll say, perhaps taking those anti-venoms now might be useful. I'm not sure.
Yeah, might be a good call.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up, it is your Mephits.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I gotta make sure I change my spell list. What I used. Okay, boom. Alright. Methods will... I'm going to send 2 of them here, and 2 of them here, and they're each going to attack the stallion in front of them.
Okay.
So that is... Actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to move this one, like shift these 2 down one
Sure.
spot. And where is their attack? There it is. First one gets a critical hit.
Nice.
So that's 10 bludgeoning coming towards it. Second one gets a 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 hits.
So that's 6 bludgeoning coming at it. And so that'll be this one. I mean, it really doesn't matter, whichever one you
Yeah,
decide
I did
it
the
is.
one that Stevia hit. It took
Okay.
It took 8 damage from that. I expected these guys not to do very much.
Would you
Yeah, me
say
too.
it takes a pummel of mud?
Ah, Brian.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
I did not ask for this.
Very good
Okay,
seed
and
for
then the
that.
other 2 are going to make their attack. One rolls a 6, and I'm sure that miss.
6 misses.
And I'm sure 9 misses as well.
9 misses too.
Yep. Their little muddy fists are fury-ized.
All of the roaring in the cave after the Mephit's turn, all of the roaring from all of these directions dislodges some rocks from the walls, and the rogues have their mechanics again.
That's funny.
Stevia gives me all my mechanics.
And yeah, okay. Next up, it is this Manticore's turn, as well as another one. As you see, slightly slower, you see a much larger than these stallions' heads. You see the head of a beautiful woman poke through. And it is followed by a larger Manticore, who comes through and lets out the much more terrifying roar that you heard a second ago.
She's giant. Oh my god.
And then this Manticore is going to come over here, and he is going to bite at one Mephit and tail at
That-
the other Mephit.
That one is
Okay.
laugh. It's laughing.
Oh, I
Mouth
apologize.
full of
That's right.
mud.
What do I have to do to break that?
It's probably the same save.
Wisdom saving throw?
At the end of each of its turn, and each time it takes damage, it can do a Wisdom save.
Okay, then he is just he's just sitting there laughing, and he is he's not doing much, and yeah, he's just laughing, and he doesn't break free for his turn. Okay, next up it is Stevia. It's your turn.
All right. Drinking that antidote, is that a bonus action? Or the protection potion, or is it standard?
I'd call it a bonus action so that we can keep moving.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna quaff that real quick. And this one is flanked, right? Is this Mephit flanking technically?
You're the one who has his attention, so the Mephits would get advantage.
Oh, I know that's how that worked. Okay, I'm still gonna attack it twice.
That's always how I've played it. That might be a house rule from the first game I ever played, though. So we can.
So 19 and 20.
Yeah, both of those hit.
So it's 26, 32, 37. I'm sure those bludgeonings are halved.
13 plus 11, so 21.
All right. And I'm going to try to keep my shield, the light of my shields, directly in its eyes as well, as much as I can.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to like that very much. Also, this thing's health is nice.
All right.
Okay. Is that your turn, Stevie?
That's it.
Okay, then we go back to the top. Zakar, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to pull out an arrow I've broken up out of my pack into 7 twigs, and I'm going to cast it in front of me while praying to Ashula Mazdan and cast Spike Growth. It's going to be... I may need someone's help to draw the area. I don't know.
20-foot radius, so it goes 40 feet across.
Yeah. So I want it to be like this, I think, is pretty close to how it'll end up being.
Okay.
That's a little too big. Okay, and yeah, I'll fix it, but with my bonus action, then I will drink my antidote.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Sebastian, it's your turn.
Okay, so I mean, I have advantage on all of them except the big one. I will. We have damage. That's the one that's laughing, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot at him.
Okay.
With sharpshooter.
Okay.
And it should come up eventually. So 21.
21 will hit.
Yeah, looks good, Aaron.
38.
Okay. You do 14 damage to him.
And crossbow expert. I'll hit him one more time. He can try to save from that laughing though.
You do 19 damage to him. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he saves that time.
Okay. Still gonna shoot at him. He's still prone.
Which means you actually have disadvantage. So you
Oh,
wouldn't have
yeah.
gotten sneak attack on that one. So
You are right.
9 damage.
Sorry. And that one.
He still would have gotten sneak attack because there's someone within 5 feet.
But he would have disadvantage from... The disadvantage would cancel the advantage from him being prone.
Yeah, but I think you get sneak attack just from someone being adjacent.
Oh, okay. Then... Shit. Let me recalculate that damage. It's just 10. It's just... He takes 10 more than he had. Okay, and your second attack...
Misses.
Yeah, the 10 misses.
And then I'll move over here. And next is a car. And then I'm done.
Okay. And there we go. Next up, it's Manticore time. This Manticore is going to move, taking the damage. He's going to move there, taking the damage. And is going to... if you want to roll that, Aaron, I'll just go ahead and apply it. And once it gets there, is going to reach out and try and bite Jackson.
Does it get 2 method attacks?
The methods would get attacks of opportunity, yeah.
Okay, let me roll those real quick.
It's flanked too now, though. Does it get disadvantage from being flanked?
I don't think you get disadvantage if you're flanked.
It only
Disadvantage.
damage.
Okay, gotcha.
12 and an 8 were the attack rolls for the
Okay,
methods.
neither of those will hit. And it's going to get here and it's going to try to bite you and claw you.
8 total piercing, Ben, 4 halved.
Gotcha. It's a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And you take 15 damage. 2 of the poison.
Okay. Ugh.
And a 14.
14, you know what? I will cast Shield, and it will miss.
Okay. Yeah. It just... and it cracks against the rune that you throw up in front of yourself. The other one is going to make both of its physical attacks against you, Stevia, without moving. An 8 will miss. And a 9 will miss.
Where was those when it was going after the squishy mage?
So Stevia turns out fine for Stevia. And now it is Jackson. It's your turn.
Okay. I will stand next to Zakar, hoping that he will take some of the ire that comes at me. And I'm going to... Yeah, that one stopped its hideous laughter, right? It's no longer has that on it?
That's correct. Still prone. I need to
Okay.
indicate that.
Then I'm going to cast my my acid splash on that one and the one next to it. I believe the one that's prone from laughing is still has disadvantage on its saving throw because it's a dex save they need to make.
Yeah. So you're casting Acid Splash on just it?
On this one and this one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The one who is not prone fails. The other one got a 2, so yeah, he fails. I'm gonna say
So
since
that's
you're
7 at each of them.
yeah, you notice they both yelp, and there is a smell of like their carapace kind of burning after you have splashed them both with acid. It seems like that
Ugh.
they did not like that, and it seems like they are going to be trying to avoid that happening again.
And fingernails actually make great candle wicks.
What?
That's my turn, by the way.
Yeah. You can stack fingernails in a candle and just burn them as a wick. It's a fun fact.
That's horrific, dude.
Are scorpions made out of
I know.
the same
I don't do it.
material as fingernails?
Yeah, it's chitin-y. Well, I don't guess fingernails are chitin.
Okay, well,
It's close.
we have a crafting project to do.
Scorpion candles. I think you could do it.
Scorpion candles, my favorite Dwayne the Rock Johnson film. Okay, it's method o'clock.
Oh god, okay. They're, Oh no, I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm gonna make these two come here after the big gal. And they'll make their 2 attacks on it.
And then it'll take the piercing damage for moving in to that box.
They fly, so I don't
okay.
believe they
Yeah, they're
take
fine.
damage from it.
Nice.
Okay, so one got a 14 to hit, and the other got a nat 20 to hit.
Okay, yeah. The 14 misses.
Okay, Nat 20 has 6 bludgeoning coming towards the thing, and that's their turn. The other two, this one is going to fly over here, and both of them are going to make an attack on the one that's prone.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Do they have advantage from that?
They would, yeah, because it's physical attacks.
So one got a 15 and the other got a 19.
Okay. No, it didn't happen the way that I have it written down. So the 15 misses.
Okay.
The 19 will hit, and it'll take 3.
Cool. All right, that's their turns.
Okay. Next up, it is. Oh, I have this guy's initiative wrong. This guy bolts up, and he is going to move through his companions and take
It is
all of
difficult
that
to
piercing damage.
By the way.
They move super, super fast.
Okay.
The way that they move, by the way, they move like kind of like alligators, where like or more like lizards, where they kind of like shake their whole body, like both of their
Awesome.
both of their arms on each side are up when they do it. So yeah, you get your attack of opportunity, and it takes, I think, like 4 of your rolls for the damage.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too.
Real quick, Ben, both of them got attacks of opportunity, but accidentally left advantage on. So can we just say each of those rolls is for each method?
Sure.
So there will be 10 coming towards them. 10 damage coming towards the one. It's bludgeoning, so halved.
25, insane.
5.
And it,
Yeah, it'll take 5 again. And yeah, 25. Wow. This thing is fucked up.
but halved, right? Because
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he makes it there. 25 would be 12, and then another 10. So yeah, he's not as bad as I thought he would be. And once he is there, he is going to bite one Mephit.
Okay, AC is 11.
Okay, he gets it.
How much damage?
Does 9 piercing and 2 poison.
They are immune to poison damage and condition. And so it was 9 piercing, you said?
Yep.
All right.
And then he is going to claw at it.
Okay.
And that one is a 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And it is max damage, 12 slashing.
Okay, that leaves it at that much.
Those
It's
things
still
are
alive.
sturdy. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have 27 health each.
Damn,
wow.
Okay. That seems high.
Yeah, I know, right?
that's pretty crazy.
Next up, it is the Manticore Mare's turn.
Let me make sure that's correct.
She is going to claw at the one that is in front of her. That is a 23. That is... that is 20 slashing damage on the one that the other one was attacking, so I am going to assume that he's no more. And then she is going to move forward. And
Yeah, that's correct. How close was Stevia to it when it died?
She was...
Oh, they only have to be 5 feet, so it sprays mud, but these things are too large for it to affect them, so they don't have to roll anything.
Okay, gotcha. And then it is going to use a feature that it has and is going to roar. And both of the manticores are going to move out of its way. So, Aaron, if you would like to roll 2d4.
Yeah. And then is it
Oh, and then 3 for her.
okay.
She'll
I'll
take-
just roll. I'll roll them separate if that's all right.
Sorry, this is not a fun calculation, I don't think. But it is. I mean, it's good that you all keep taking
It should be a difficult calculation because that spells bullshit.
I know you hate it. I'm sorry.
So that's 1 damage to the ones that roared, and then
Yep.
7 to the one that to the big girl.
Yep. And she is going to get there, and she is going to open her mouth. Oh, well, I'm gonna roll for Jackson then. As she opens her mouth.
Me to roll? What?
Yeah. Can you roll a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
7.
failure. She gets there, and she is going to lift up to her full height, and then opening her mouth, you see that she has just as many sharp teeth, but in front of them you see a layer of human-shaped teeth, regular-sized, and behind it you see this almost like mustard gas, and then it shoots out. And it is going to need both of the rogues and Jackson to make those dexterity saving throws. Jackson already made his.
Wait, is that a ranged attack? Oh, I already took it.
It's a breath weapon. I don't think that it counts as an attack.
Show off.
26.
Okay, well, you both succeed, so no damage. Boy, oh boy, what a fun ability.
Well, if it takes half, I still take half damage. I don't have
I do.
the one that.
Okay, thank you, Aaron.
Don't worry, in a couple levels I'll have that too.
Yeah. Okay, you both take 32 poison damage. Or, sorry, you take 16. Jackson takes 32. Sebastian
I take
takes
0.
9. Like a real shit. Okay, and now Stevia, it is your turn.
Okay. Is this one still like reared back on her hind legs?
Oh, I forgot about something that she gets to do. I'm sorry. That was only 2 attacks. She is going to try and spike you, Stevia, with her scorpion tail.
Okay.
And then she will go down, and she's not rearing up. She's a 22?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. That is 22 piercing. And did you drink the anti-poison vial?
I did.
Oh, yeah, Zakari, you drank the poison, so you only took 8 poison damage.
Oh, okay, great.
So you will take 22 piercing and 1 poison damage, Stevia.
Okay. Alright, so she's down. Yeah, I'm not gonna attack her just yet since this one's flanked here. I'm gonna attack it twice with batter.
Oh, I thought you said you were down.
Oh no, I'm fine.
You have advantage on these.
So it's a 25 and a 24.
25 and a 24 both hit.
It's 22 plus 4, 26. So 11 plus 4.
Well,
15.
it's 22 half to 11, and then 4. So that is... Okay, this one is bloodied.
Alright, and then I'm gonna switch my shield light to be in the queen's face here.
Okay. And we are back at the top of the order with Zakar. It's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to bonus action disengage. I'm then going to use my movement to get to this corner here. I will shoot 2 arrows while I'm running at the one that is the one that's next to Jackson, actually. So that is a 14 to hit and a 22 to hit.
The 14 misses. The 22 hits.
Okay, and that's not the one that I have my Slayers on, right?
No, that was the first one, I believe.
Okay, yeah, I think so too. Alright, so that is 15 piercing, so 7 piercing, and 5 radiant.
Okay, so 12.
Just a heads up, Jackson is bloodied after the breath weapon.
Gotcha. Okay. And
That's my turn?
Zakar? Okay. Then next up, it is Sebastian's turn.
Alright, Sebastian's going to cast Shadow Blade as his bonus action. And in that hand, he will then slice at this creature right here.
Sure.
Sorry, give me just a sec. 26.
26 hits.
7 plus 19, all psychic.
Okay. Brian, you have taken this thing almost all the way down with your
I
psychic.
I forgot sneak attack damage.
Oh, if you want to roll that, okay. 4 plus 26. Oh, this thing is on its last fucking
Damn it.
legs. This thing is wavering.
Well, I don't have a bonus action, so I can't shoot it.
Well, do you get sneak attack with Shadow Blade?
I did it. It's a 19.
Oh, Shadow Sneaks, yeah, sorry.
I am going to step back and go around Jackson to here. I think it would cause an attack of opportunity from this one that's very hurt.
Oh yeah, because you didn't use a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, then it is going to, it's going to try to bite you. 19.
No, it hits me.
Okay, so you take 13 damage. I have a guess.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge it.
Yep, you take 6 damage.
It's damage. Good, got it.
Okay, next up it is Manticore time. So this one is going to try to, as it is dying, it's going to try to kill you, Jackson.
It probably will.
So that is a 15 to hit you with its bite as it reaches out and tries to bite you like out on the throat.
Okay, I am going to cast Shield again, so it will miss.
Okay, and then it is going to try to claw at you at the same spot. 18.
An 18 will miss with my shield up.
Okay, and then it is going to lift its tail and trying to do what it must. It is going to shoot 3 quills at you, Sebastian.
Okay.
So, Stevia, you get an attack of opportunity with advantage. If you would like to take it. 29 hits.
That's critical, because I have improved critical as a champion.
Nice.
Nice. That will be... Do we want to just double that?
That's fine.
Okay.
Makes the math easier with having it.
Yeah, you do 8 bludgeoning damage, which is more than enough to kill him, but the necrotic damage seeps in and just demolishes him.
Alright.
You do still get hit by one of them. I think that's how it would track, right? Like, the attack happens, and then while they're open, you would attack? That's what we think that reaction would be, right?
I don't know. I know when I play games based on D&D rule sets, when you do attacks of opportunity, it usually stops the whole turn. But I'm not sure what that is in 5e mechanics.
That feels like it would be in like what Sentinel would do, but I'm willing to say that you just stopped it for now. Okay, then it is the other Manticore right here, and it is going to make its attacks on you, Stevia.
Okay.
It's a 16.
Nope.
It's 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you take 15 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it is going to back away from you, taking damage in the spikes. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that then. You don't get the attack of opportunity, but Aaron, let's just use the most recent 2d4, which is actually pretty far back up.
It was 2. The most recent 2d4 was 2.
Okay, then it'll take 1 damage. And it is going to shoot 2 spikes at you, Jackson.
Awfully convenient of you to decide to take that one down.
All right, well then roll it again while I roll attacks on Jackson. No. In the spirit of fairness, slow down. I was trying to get us to the break.
Well, I mean,
It still does 1 damage.
I'll still take 1 damage.
We'll call it 2. It took 2 damage. The one time I'll round up a half. It is going to attack Jackson twice with its quills, though.
Okay.
First one is 21. Second
That'll
one is
hit.
23.
They'll both hit.
Okay, so you will take 4 piercing and 2 poison damage. And then you will take 11 piercing and 3 poison damage.
So what's that total?
It was 11 plus 4, which is 15, and then 2 plus 3, which is 5. So you took 20 total.
Okay. Well, Jackson is on thin ice.
Do you have to make concentration checks for your methods?
Let me...
Yes, Brian.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. Okay, then...
Sorry, I just wanted to rub that in.
Oh, nice. That's sick.
Okay, then that is its turn. Jackson, it's your turn.
Oh, God. I'm going to run over to this corner. In case any of them want to run at me, they got to go through the field of bullshit. And I'm going to do an acid splash again, this time on the big lady and the hurt one next to her.
Remember, you have your good berries.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's a very good
Problem
point.
is, how
Can
much
you,
do they give? 1 HP?
1 each, yeah. So you have 7.
Yep.
And can you, like, describe where you're dropping the acid? Like, is it perfectly between their bodies, or are you dropping it on one of them? She is
So the way
taller.
that it works, though, is that it hits. You can target one thing or 2 things if they're within 5 feet of each other. And since they're both within 5 feet of each other, it splashes to hit both.
Okay.
I like to think that he had sex last night, and there's a little semen blocking up your urethra.
Yeah. So it shoots off to the left a little bit for some reason.
Okay, I'm gonna say, to give you all a hint, your acid splashes onto the haunch of the mare, and then drips onto the stallion. Both of them fail their save, and you definitely notice that the carapace of the mare seems to have been weakened by the acid.
Okay. If they fail their DCs.
She did.
Thanks for the free info.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, let's get those methods rolling.
Did I end up doing damage with that or no?
Yeah, I'm sorry. They both took damage, and they both howled, and she looks like she is a little bit less cocky.
Okay, this one is just gonna step up, and those 2 are gonna attack the fresh Manticore, or the least damaged Manticore.
Sure.
And I gotta swing with their goddamn little
This
fists.
guy.
It's a 10 and a 20 to hit.
Yeah, the 20 hits, the 10 misses.
Alright, so that's gonna be 3 bludgeoning, and then the third one is going to try and use its fist on the matriarch. But that's only an 11 to hit, so that's their turn.
Okay. Next up, it is her turn, as well
Ben,
as...
I realized I've taken damage, so I rolled concentration and it failed. So
Okay, we'll say that it happened right then, because you were so
Yeah.
shocked by the howling that they did.
Ow, my arm.
And it is now the Laughing One's turn. He is going to curl through here, and he is going to run past you, Stevia, over to your friends.
I'm sorry, Ben, I forgot to ask, how many good berries am I allowed to eat during a bonus action?
If you grab them all at once, you can eat all of them. You can eat a maximum of 10. You can do the max amount of damage of healing with a good berry spell.
Okay. So I'll take all 7, which would put me at...
So this turn, did I already do an attack of opportunity this turn? I think I did.
You did, yeah.
To kill that other. Okay.
And it is going to come over here, and it is going to try to bite Zakar and try to claw Jackson.
Okay.
So the bite at you, Zakar, is a 10.
Misses.
And the claw at you, Jackson, is a 21.
All right, Jackson's about to go down.
You still have your shield up, though.
No, I don't. I took my turn, so the shield's down now.
Okay.
11 slashing. Anything else on top of the slashing?
Nope, for the claws, it's just that.
Oh, thank God. Then I am barely hanging on. Thanks to those good berries.
And then without looking, it is going to shoot its spikes at Stevia. So any of you that have physical attacks of opportunity can take them.
Fortunately, I don't have a weapon out, so it's not worth it.
So the first spike attack is a 23 on you, Stevia. Does anybody have a attack of opportunity they want to make?
I can. I haven't used my reaction. I can do that?
Yeah, I mean, you can make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
This isn't Pathfinder, as we've just recently learned.
I don't think a 12 hits.
A 12 does not hit. Okay, so the first quill is a 23, Stevia. Second one is a 13.
Yeah, first one hits.
Okay, you take 8 piercing and 4 poison. So you take 8 piercing and 2 poison.
Okay.
Ben, I'm going to use my reaction to move with Skirmisher.
Okay, yeah. And now it is the mayor's turn. She's going to move here. And she is going to do all 3 of her attacks on Stevia. So, you notice she sort of throws her head back and her hair moves to reveal that she has horns beneath her mane. And she is going to try to gore you right in the stomach, Stevia.
Hey, y'all, this one's horny.
It's a 22.
22 hits.
Okay, you take 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then she just reaches up and tries to claw you right on the face. It's 12.
Nope.
And then she is going to lift her scorpion's tail and try and spike you. And it's an 11, so it's useless. All right, that's her turn. Now we go back to the top of the order. Zakar, it's your turn.
All right. Wait, this should be my turn.
Oh yeah, I apologize. You're a 7. Stevia, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to attack her twice. Better. I don't have advantage. Oops.
Okay, but you did get a nat 20.
Okay. And then I'm going to action surge after that. And cast Shield of Faith on myself. A little prayer to Isnala. And up my AC.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
How much damage was that? That was 17 and 8. 17 is halved to 7. Nope, 8. 17 is halved to 8. The 11 missed.
Okay.
So that is 7 plus 8. That's 15. Okay. All right. And you cast Shield of Faith. How does Shield of Faith look when you cast it?
It's going to emanate directly from my shield. So that's going to just be like a kind of a magical barrier extending out from the boundaries of my shield all the way around me.
Okay.
Wherever I point it, it kind of like follows on that focal point.
Yeah, that is cool. All right, now we're back.
Did you say you used Action Surge to cast Shield of Faith?
Yeah.
Oh, Shield of Faith.
Did you already use a bonus action?
Oh shit, it is a bonus action. Oh, wow, in that case, I'm going to attack 2 more times.
All right.
That's the aggression I was looking for.
20 will hit, 13 will miss.
Oh wait, I did plus. Sorry. Okay. My computer's lagging a little bit.
Okay, so that'll be 6 damage.
Alright. And yeah, then that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, it is Zakar's turn.
Okay, so is this the one that I have my ire on?
Yeah, let me give you a token. Or let me give you an indicator.
Yeah, so I'll use my first attack against him. Or it, rather. And sorry, I'm looking for it. Is it 23 to hit?
23 to hit.
All right. That is
13.
13. Yeah, but also sneak attack and Slayer's Prey. So that's an additional 5.
We'll say that the
18.
1 counts, so that's an additional 6. So it is 19. All right, very, very, very last legs for this guy.
All right. I'm going to run back here and shoot another arrow at the same one.
Sure.
So that's an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
All right. And that's another 10 damage.
Okay, and this one is put down. It crashes right here. Its back hitting this rock.
And I will use my bonus action to move my ire to this one.
Sure.
That's my turn.
Which one? I was actually looking at another part of the map. But I wasn't sure.
The
mayor.
The mayor.
The big girl.
Okay. All right. That was a good turn. It took an enemy out of commission. Next up, it is Sebastian. It is your go.
Okay, Sebastian is going to step in front of Jackson here. Now,
My hero.
yes,
I hear Enrique Iglesias in the wind.
That's the skeleton from back in the day.
Stevia's shield with light on it is pointed at this, right?
Yes.
So does that mean this is in dim light?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, so I get advantage with my Shadow Blade. I'm going to throw it at that Manticore.
Sure.
And use Sharpshooter. 16 hit.
16 just hits.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you. So that's all psychic damage.
Jesus Christ.
42 damage, psychic damage.
That is insane.
Look, when a one-eyed man throws a dagger made out of shadows on you, it hurts.
I mean, this thing is bloodied for sure.
And then I do that thing where, like, Pulp Fiction, like I do the scissors across my eyes and my sword reappears in my hand.
Across
That's my
your
bonus
eye.
action. Yeah. Whoosh, like that. And I have my sword in my hand again.
Oh, you do the Uma Thurman dance?
Yeah, the scissors in front of your eyes thing.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, thank you. I step out of the way of Jackson again because he made fun of my one-eyedness. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Shoot. Okay. It is this guy's turn, and he is going to move away from the Mephits.
all right, their little fists are gonna fly.
22 will hit. He takes 2 damage, and then he'll take no damage.
Yep.
Okay, and he is going to make a bite attack on you, Jackson, and a claw attack on you, Sebastian.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I should have made the claw attacks for the 2 Manticore types the same, huh? Make it a lot easier for me. Okay, so it is an 11 against you, Jackson, and a 15 against you, Sebastian.
Nope.
Yeah, it misses me as well.
All right, bad turn for our boy.
Thank God.
Okay, then it is Jackson. It's your turn. I guess he's not your all's boy. He's my boy.
I don't want this boy. I'd rather not have this boy.
Okay, I'm gonna pat Sebastian on the shoulder and say sorry, and I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet from here to right behind my Mephits.
Mephit wall.
And I'm going to acid splash the one that's in front of Sebastian, trying to hit it on the carapace if possible.
Okay, sure. Let me see if it's beats. Your DC is super high. I mean, I know that you're.
I'm maxed out intellect.
Okay, yeah, he just fails. And so you watch as a bunch of it gets burned away.
That one should be weak. And I will move
Very, very weak.
to here, if that's okay, if I can squeeze into the wall there.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, and that's my turn. Is it the methods now?
It is the methods.
Alright, so these two are gonna rush up. Ooh, clicked on something accidentally. These two are gonna rush up here and throw their fists. The other one's gonna rush up and try and hit the big lady. So the first two against the stallion.
The 7 against Thebes, the 2 against.
Wow,
the
they keep critting.
Nice. These dudes rule.
They either completely whiff or they're like critical damage. So I guess that is
takes
3
3 damage.
after the thing. And then this third one is going after the matriarch.
Yeah, I'm only rounding up for
It's a 14 to hit.
The 14 does not hit.
Right. That's their go.
Okay. Next up, it is both of the... Or no, it's just the mayor's turn. The mayor is going to crush this rock with one of her feet and is going to bite you.
I think she's going to have to ask Jason Statham about this, but you can't crush the rock.
I think she's got to ask number one rock expert Brian Ziola.
It's true, she cannot.
She is going to attempt to gore you, Zakar, with her horns. That is a 12. That'll miss. She just lifts her horns up. Then it'll be a claw attack. Wow, she misses with that. Just a big old throat slash. And then she is going to turn so that she is facing Stevia, but as she goes, she is going to try to stab you with her spike. That is a 17. I believe that hits.
Yeah, it does.
That'll be 11 piercing and 2 poison.
But I'm immune to poison?
You're not immune to poison. Sorry, you have resistance.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why it's 2. Sure. All right. Thanks.
Okay. And Stevia, it's your turn.
All right.
Sorry, real quick, Ben. Is there there's a hallway behind me, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use my skirmisher to run back that hallway 20 feet.
Okay. I'm going to put negative 20 in the little blue circle.
Okay.
Okay, Stevia.
Sorry.
All right. I am going to take my second wind here. That is. Plus 8. For 11, back to my health.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to attack this Manticore twice.
Nice.
Well, I don't have advantage. Wait, hold on. So it's an 18 and a 15.
Okay. The 15 will miss. The 18 will hit.
Alright. So we do 6 damage. And then I'm going to make her make the strength check on that one. So it's just going to be a 17 strength.
Okay. That is a failure.
Alright, I'm going to get an extra 3 points of health back then.
Okay. Alright. Then... Okay. Next up, Zakar. It's your turn. You're 20 feet away off the map.
Okay. Do I have line of sight of the stallion?
Yeah, of both of them.
Okay, I'll move my ire over to the stallion, and that's my bonus action. My regular action, I will do a sharpshooter and a regular 15 to hit.
Okay. The 15 hits.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. So that's 11 damage total. Plus not total. Sorry. Another.
What is 3/4 of 14? What do we think that is?
What?
Well,
10.5.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
say 10. So you do 18 damage and then the sneak attack.
so, well, we could just say 30 piercing, and then 3/4 of that.
Yeah, okay. What was that, like 22 probably? Yeah.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, yeah. Real last legs hours for this fella. I realized
that's
when I
my-
was designing this dungeon that you all don't. This group doesn't have very high like magic damage output, and then I was like, let me find a way to let me find a way around that. What else?
Well,
you
I do now.
That's my turn.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, speaking of Sebastian,
So I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna like lunge backward, but in the same spot, and just throw my blade in this thing's face.
You should get sneak attack because my methods are in fighting range with it.
Sure. I also have advantage on it because it's in dim light.
Oh, sure.
So I'm doing it with sharpshooter. I'm throwing my blade in its face. Not 20, baby.
Oh my god, yeah!
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's ridiculous.
Holy shit, dude. That's so much.
What are you, Zakar Hasted? What is this?
Yeah, you're stepping in on my territory here, Sebastian. What are you doing?
These are the car numbers, bud.
And I'll make the sword come back into my hand as my bonus action, and I will move. I'll move here with Stevia.
oh wait,
my turn?
I was muted. I said, "Do you do the twist like Vincent?"
I do the twist, yeah.
And then
I
you
drink-
sighed, and I thought you were mad at me.
No. Sorry, you were muted. I didn't hear that. I drink a $5 milkshake and I moved next to Stevia.
Okay. Now Jackson, it's your turn.
Alright, Acid Splash again, trying to hit her carapace to weaken it. It seems like it makes them weaker.
Yeah, she
We haven't-
succeeds on this one this time. 19.
Okay, so she will not take any damage from it. And I'm going to move 2 steps further away and let my methods go in. It's their turn, right?
Yep.
Alright, I'll send this one here. This one will go here. And this one here. Surround her and let their little fists get more crits.
14 just hits. So
Okay,
that'll be
so
a total of 5 damage this round.
Okay. That's their turn, that's my turn.
Okay, I gotta let the dog out, but it's the Manticore's turn. Do you all say anything to each other?
I love you.
I'll pat you on the back. I love you too, man.
Oh, thanks.
You're doing great. You're doing a really good job in this
Thank
fight.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a new thing for this sword. It's weird. It's scary.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make it through though. We just got this one left. There's still 4 of us standing. Plus 3 with these methods.
Okay, it is the mayor's turn. She is going to attack Sebastian with her
Yeah.
hands.
That's what I wanted.
It is a 20.
Just a heads up, for my bonus action, I used a healing potion on that one.
Okay, gotcha. 14 piercing damage becomes...
I'm not gonna have it.
Okay. Then she is going to claw at Stevia. It's an 18. That'll miss.
Yep.
So, Shield of Faith. And then it'll be...
It would have missed without Shield of Fish. I hate to break it to you.
Alright. Then it'll be a tail spike at you, Sebastian, which is a 7.
It does not hit me.
Let me see...
Would you like to have that?
Okay. is her turn. Stevia.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna slam batter down on her a couple times here. Putting all my weight behind my blows. 25 and 22 should both hit.
Yeah, they both hit.
So that's 7, 4, 11 plus 6, 17 damage.
Okay. She is. Oh, she was already bloodied. She was just barely bloodied. And now she is even worse.
Okay. And I'm gonna drink this healing potion I have here.
You also have the good berries.
Oh yeah. I'll do that this round. I'll drink a potion this round. I'll eat my berries next round.
Okay.
Well, no, I'll eat the berries now because they expire.
Yeah.
So I have 7 of them.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. And is that your turn?
That's it.
Okay, next up, we go back to the top of the order with Zakar. I'm going to let the dogs in, but go ahead and roll. Her armor class is a 16.
Okay. Bonus action, focus my ire. Regular action, we'll do 2 sharpshooter attacks.
Wait. 1 second.
10, 20.
This thing's flanked, right? This got to be flanked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So I would have had advantage on those.
No, Zakar's 20 feet back.
Yeah, Zakar is 20 feet back. The 20 hits.
But what about the method here?
Ooh, boy.
And it did not attack me that round, so I think it would not be focused on me.
That's 40.
Yeah, and it's as simple as just doubling the damage that you did last time, so just say
Yeah.
another one of that.
Yeah, because those would have been both crits if I had advantage, which I think I might.
Oh no, it did attack you, but it wasn't the last attack that it did. Yeah, okay. I'll say that's fair.
Alright.
So it took a lot more damage, actually. So Zakar, with half of 45, you...
Call it 22.
Yeah, and your arrow goes in at the exact spot on its back leg that Jackson's acid splashed down.
Oh!
And you watch as she is burned from the inside out by your radiant ire. And you all have defeated these manticores. Your characters can discuss how they feel about it when we get back from our break.
Hooray!
Alright.
Someone feels nearly dead from it.
We'll be
Maybe a
right
couple
back
people do.
in 5 minutes. We'll be back at 8:12, baby.
All right, be right back.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm sorry. That went way longer past the break than I thought it would.
that's good.
I knew that this cave existed, and I thought, this is a good place to send you if the dragon sent you away. And then I realized, oh no, I sent the people who don't have damage spells up the ass away.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think it's still alright.
Oh no, you all did great.
What's killing us is we don't have a support class, I think.
Yeah.
Like I can cast Cure Wounds like 2 times now, but not very well. So.
Zakar has good berries.
Yeah.
I gotta let
We
the
hit-
go again.
We have food.
Yeah, that's all Stevia needs. That's the only support Stevia needs. Hello.
Yeah.
Who do I got with me?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Well, we got another minute, so don't worry.
Hey Ben, I've got a video game recommendation for you. I think you'd be pretty into it. I just played it this weekend. It's called Return of the Obra Dinn. Have you heard of that game?
Oh, I heard that's great.
I haven't. No.
Oh man, it's very good. It's do you ever play a game called Papers, Please?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same guy that made that game. But you're like investigating this kind of like mysterious ghost ship that's part of the East India Company, and you have to like piece together who everyone is based on like context clues of these scenes that you kind of unlock. So it's kind of like a logic puzzle. I don't know. It's really interesting, really good. I beat it in like 9 hours, so it's like a little like one big good session and like a couple smaller sessions you can beat it. But it's a good game. It might be on sale on Steam right now. I got it on Switch and it was not on sale, but
I will
it's
look
on
into.
everything. I think.
Oh, Rosie, please. I'll look into that. Do we have everybody here?
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Daniel. He's really the alpha of this bunch.
He does always have that sweater with a big M on it.
That's true.
Goes down to his calves.
What a weird thing.
Like Kevin Smith's hockey jersey.
It is like Kevin Smith hockey jerseys. Why are they so fucking big? His clothes are so fucking big. I do not understand why.
All right, and Stevia is talking trash about a bard she once saw named Cavern of the Smith clan.
The smithy.
And you all have defeated those manticores.
I suck up my grease puddle.
What?
Puddle of grease.
I'm gonna get to work trying to harvest some meat from these things.
Sure.
Some manticore meat.
I just
Careful.
realized that
Might be
Stevia doesn't have dark vision either. So Sebastian,
No,
you are
that's,
the
that's why they
only
had
one
the
who
light
has-
spell.
Yeah, Sebastian, you're the only one with light vision.
Haha.
Dark vision. So you all have half dark vision. That's a mean joke.
I am the night. You can't see me.
Can we take a little bit of a breather here? Or are you afraid that the one that way might still come?
I think that was all of them.
Yeah, we can take a breather.
I thought we heard one from that direction. One of the big ones. Let me recall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you heard another menacing roar from that direction.
I'm certain there was another menacing roar from that direction.
Sebastian, can you make a perception check?
Yeah. I mean, no, but 3.
Okay.
Is it in the room? I think it's here. My perception says it's here right now in front of me. I swing.
I think that we could all use a little break, but
Yeah, I
better
could
to
use
fight
a
it
breather. Not feeling too great.
Yeah, I could take a little short rest too.
Well, let's go back in that hallway so that we can, have a little more, we have walls against us. There's only one place that it could come from.
Sounds good.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's an idea. I'm gonna walk up to it and using my bracers, I'm gonna cast Mold Earth to kind of build a half wall that blocks off the highway the passageway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure it could bust through that, but maybe it'll buy us some time at least.
We'll at least hear it coming really easily.
I don't think it'll take us by surprise.
All right. Let's do it then.
All right, and you all take a short rest.
Yep.
Do you talk
And I'll
about anything on your
follow,
short rest, or
Oh, sorry.
just rest?
I think
I'm
we'll
just resting. Yeah.
be pretty focused on the area, trying to spring into action if we need to. Whoop. Yeah. Fuck. That is 18 for me.
34.
I'll do one more. No, I won't.
Okay, and you all take a short rest, and you're back up. What do? You're in this long cave. There are 4 ways to proceed in front of you.
Yeah, I kind of go along each of them. I recast light on my shield. Just kind of hold my shield up, see what I can see at the end of each path. I don't know that I'll be able to catch much.
Okay, yeah, make a perception check, Stevie. Wow, okay.
6.
Yeah, you can't really see anything past... Oh my god. Anything past, like, this point that you can see now on the map.
Okay. Well, I can't really make head nor hair of where exactly we are here. Looks like we got 4 paths going forward, but that's about all I can discern.
Well, I know north is that way. And I'm just going to hand her 3 good berries. And then I'll walk over to Jackson and hand him 4.
Thank you.
Or no, I have 10 now. Yeah, so I'll hand 5 to each of them. So.
Okay, I'm gonna pop one in my mouth now to give me max HP, and save 1 hit dice.
Oh, hold on a minute.
So I have 4 good berries.
Do any of the paths have like an incline to them or anything like that, Ben?
It does seem like both this one and this one do.
Up or down?
The furthest left one and this one.
Inclines up.
Both of them are going up.
Okay.
But it is extremely slight.
Sure. Well, I think up is probably better than down.
If Zakar is going to make your choice for you all, Zakar, can you make a survival check? And I'll tell
Sure.
you what sense you get at the mouth of each of these tunnels.
Yeah, and I'm going to pull out my dowsing rods to help.
Sure.
Again, just for flavor.
Yeah.
And that's a 19.
Okay. You can tell that this one is slightly longer. This one, you don't hear movement. How long does the primeval awareness last?
It's not very long. It's like a minute.
Okay. Forget I said anything. This is the shortest path by far. In fact, it only goes a little bit further than what you can see with Stevia's light. This one seems like it is the longest. And then this one, you actually hear what sounds like just the slightest drip of water way, way past what you can see.
I can sneak ahead the short one if you want. Since I don't need the light.
Sure, but if there's another one of those creatures,
Then I'll run.
book it out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye out for any danger.
Just real quick, did I get any meat from these Manticore?
Make a nature check.
Nature. Not my strong suit. 9.
It's really hard to get under the bug parts of it. So you only manage to get like the equivalent of like a Kroger breast cutlet pack.
Well, that's a good almost pound of Manticore meat, I think.
Yeah, but there were a lot of manticores. So Sebastian, you're sneaking.
Yeah.
Can you make a stealth check?
21.
All right, Sebastian disappears into the darkness. Oh, that was the wrong one. And at the end of the cave, you just see a nest of gold coins. And you see a very rusty falchion poking out of the gold, a scabbard next to it.
Same thing, kid?
Oh,
Is it just me, or are we inside of a tunnel made by a Hydra penis?
I think that's just you.
I cast my invisible mage hand. And I make it go forward, and I just make it like flick the falchion.
Yeah. When you touch it with the mage hand that is invisible, the falchion disappears. But once the contact is gone, the falchion is there.
Weird. I go to. I use the mage hand to wrestle the gold.
Yeah, gold's still there. Seems like real gold.
I try to pick up the falchion with my mage hand. Is it?
When you pick it up, you can still feel that the falchion is there, but it is invisible.
Wow. I'm gonna try to just let it track behind me and bring it back.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's still there?
Yeah, it feels the same as picking up a normal sword with your mage hand. Hold on. I don't know if you can pick up that falchion, sir.
Yeah, it's 10 pounds.
It's
more
over
than
10 pounds. Sorry.
Okay. Never mind. I don't do that.
But you do feel like you can rustle it when it's in the gold cords.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go back to them. Hey, guys. Hey.
What is it?
Psst, psst.
Yeah?
There's a falchion that when I touch it, it disappears. And then there's a bunch of gold, too.
You got an invisible bird down there?
No, not a... No, this is a falcon, and I show them my falcon. And then that's a falchion. It's the chin of a falcon.
That's the disappearing falcon's chin.
Yeah.
Oh, well that's...
Only when my
nice.
mage hand was touching it did it disappear.
Oh, that's...
And there's also gold.
That's not right. Well,
I suppose we could take it if you think it won't burden us too much on our trek out of here.
I'll see if I can pick it up.
Attack of opportunity.
Honestly, I love the picture in my mind of the three of you having a conversation, and then Jackson just strolling by, hands in his pockets, with his little entourage of money. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Oh no!
The one next to me is
super
Turtle.
fit. Even if
I'm not afraid of an invisible sword.
Well, hold on.
Well,
Okay.
that's not too much down there. That's interesting to me. So y'all go ahead.
Gold's always interesting to me. I'm going. I'll oversee this process.
All right, hold your breath, and I'm going to lay my hand on the hilt of the falchion.
Sure. Okay, yeah, you touch it. It doesn't disappear. You have a falchion in your hand.
Perhaps your vision isn't as strong as you thought it was.
All right. The personal attacks
Seems
have got to
fine.
stop.
I'm gonna try and put it into the scabbard that was laying there.
Okay, yeah, you pick it up and you slide it into the scabbard.
But the next time we get a chance to take some time, I will try and understand some more intricacies of it.
Okay.
Perhaps there's something else that made it do that.
Try picking up that gold. Try picking up a piece of gold.
Yeah, I'll pick up a piece of gold.
It's a piece of gold.
Okay, let's I have a super high intelligence. How much gold is it, and how do I split it between 4 people?
It is roughly 420 gold.
Hell yeah,
No, it
nice.
isn't. It's 440.
69 silver, baby.
420.
That's
So each of you get
110 gold for each person.
We would have to give part of that to my god.
Oh, that's a good point. We need to do the same thing for Zakar. If you guys want to do the tide map for us.
I actually have 2 gods.
I don't think Esnala really wants gold, so I mean I don't care too much about it either, but she don't need my gold, I don't think.
I'm actually Stevia's bank. I'll hold on to Stevia's gold, who's also my god.
Okay, so you all split up 110 gold each, unless you are genuinely going to give Sebastian more of the gold, Jackson?
Yeah, how much?
No, it's okay. We're going. What are we
Well,
doing?
I want to tithe it to your god, so.
Yeah, he'll take a 10 spot.
Okay, so
10 gold out of that,
120
so are you?
Sebastian.
Huh?
120 goes to Sebastian.
Hell yeah.
110 for Stevie and Zakar, and then 100
Oh, no.
for Jackson. Okay, so now that you all have this treasure, Jackson has a mysterious rusty scimitar. The rest of
And I'm going to give 15 gold to Zakar and tell him that's my tithing for my part.
Oh, wonderful.
Actually, Stevia hasn't encountered this tithing thing before, so she's gonna pray to ask Esnala what she would like her to do.
you get the sense that Esnal is very busy with something.
Oh, okay. Sorry, didn't mean to bother you. Maybe check in with you later. I'll hold on to it. Your friend Stevia. Amen.
And I put the scimitar in my pack if possible. If not, I just tie it to the side of it.
Okay. Yeah, I say that you would be able to just barely fit it in.
Okay.
Okay, and what are you doing next?
Which way did you say, Zakar?
Well, if we want to go up, it'll be either
This one,
this one or this one.
and there was water this way, right?
Yeah, and there's water this way.
But also the roar.
Right.
Well, water probably means deeper too, so I say we take door number 1. It has a wider.
Yeah, I'm fine
Tunnel
with that
to
as
it.
well. That's where one of the big ones came out of, Ben, right?
No, the big one came out of 2.
2. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so let's give number 1 a try.
All right. You want me to go ahead again?
Yeah, I think so.
Although the 4th tunnel. Okay, number 1 it is.
Sorry.
That's okay.
This tunnel seems to be sort of unnaturally dark in places, just patches of shadow in shadow. That when you cast your light seem to get dim at best. Stevia.
Okay.
What is it? How does it react to my dark
It's
vision?
really dark in here.
You're able to see in it, Sebastian, but you can definitely tell that it's almost like there's like a glass object there, but then if you try to touch it, there's nothing.
Okay.
Stop kissing me.
Hey, just keep behind me, all right? I want to make sure you're safe.
You hear like skittering, and you kind of think, Zakar, you kind of think like, oh no, it's another Manticore behind us, and then you look and you see it's just like a millipede.
Okay, I put I cast my dancing lights just because it's dimmer everywhere, even with their light. So I'm gonna have 2 float around in front of Zakar and 2 in front of me.
Sure.
Oh, thanks.
My methods were pretty much run out anyway, so I let them turn back to mud and cast the spell instead.
Yeah, I'll light a torch as well.
Stevia and Sebastian, when you all get down here,
I don't know what we're doing.
When you all get down here, you notice that it looks like there was like an excavation that made a tunnel down here.
Looks like there was an excavation that made a tunnel down here.
And the tunnel ends there. And
What
it
was
seems
that?
Like there's a natural part of a cave.
It's connecting to that other part over there.
Maybe we should check it out.
Hey, you all come over here? I kind of hold my shield up in my light.
That's not the point of whispering.
Wait. Why are we whispering?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll come here and I'll send one of my dancing lights down the way.
Sure, and your mephits are just waiting for you in the other part of the cave because I realized I didn't bring them.
No, I think
Well, they were pretty much expired, so I dismissed them and switched my concentration to dancing
Gotcha.
lights.
Yeah, and when you cast the dancing lights in there, you see that there is a massive stone chair. And there seems to be something on top of it, but you can't quite make it out from where you are.
There's a massive stone chair.
Big enough for me to sit in?
Yeah.
Even bigger.
Whoa.
You want to check it out?
Yeah, kind of
Sebastian, can you sneak up? Well, okay. Yeah, Stevia.
Okay, Stevia. The car.
Oh, I thought we were all just going.
I'll stay far back, but so that I can keep my dancing light near them and see them.
Stevia, when you pass in here, you see that there are 4 skeletons on the ground. Here. Pickaxes or weapons in their hands, but you see that it looks like they got torn apart by the Manticores.
looks like some skeletons over here, but I think they're probably taken care of for now.
Do they look like orc bodies?
Nope. Look like a scattering of different adventure. Like, there is one orc, but like human, dwarf, elf are the other ones.
Anything on them? I'll do an investigation.
Just extremely old weapons that are rusty, but don't seem to be the same type of rusty as the scimitar.
Gotcha. I'm going to nimbly walk around them.
Sure. And what you see, Stevia, when you look at this urn that you now see is sitting on the throne, is you see it's almost like hieroglyphs is sort of the art style, but it is this black urn with red and gold lines creating images of smoke rolling across it. And then you see that there is a person at that sort of side angle, and he is standing in front of this being that seems to be made out of smoke. And it says in small letters something in ancient elemental, I guess.
Not primordial? Are you sure?
Let me check languages of something.
Is it common?
It is not common. It is not
Or-
Chicago rapper common. It is, well, let me see what languages it would actually be. It's a language called, that doesn't exist in my world. It'll have it,
You already said it.
elemental and, hey, come on now. It has it in elemental, celestial, and abyssal. How about that? All 3 languages lined up.
Can you repeat that again?
Elemental, abyssal, and celestial. Okay, so 2 of you would be able to make out what it says.
If only I kept my methods up, they could have read it for me.
And what it says is to release, rub the side.
Oh, it says to release, rub the side. Do we want to
Would
release?
I know
whatever the
anything? Would I
Usually rub the
know
front
anything
to
about
release.
this?
You're from Zishan, so I think there's a pretty high chance. Yeah, make a religion check.
It's
Nice.
a nat 20.
Oh yeah.
That is what is most commonly written on the prisons of Jinn.
I would be highly careful with that.
You never say that kind of thing.
Is there anything to eat in it?
Step back.
Well, I mean, you should be careful with it. I know how to handle such a thing.
But-
It's probably has a djinn trapped in it, or it's empty and whatever djinn was in it needs to be put back. But djinns are
So we can
pretty
just
mean usually,
make
and
some-
they might trick you or let you
make
trick
some-
yourself.
Martinis? Is it a martini jar?
Oh, unfortunately, it's not that kind of gin. But I always wondered about filling it with gin and then putting a gin in it, and if that gin would be drunk on gin,
I am Beefeater.
and if it would get drunk enough that I could. Never mind. Get in the flask.
Well, I mean, I'm not really trying to fight anything else here. If you think it's gonna be a fight,
Don't.
I think it's worth taking with us, but not messing with right now. Maybe if we get into a pinch or if we do come across such a soul, we can use it here. And I'm going to pull out my blanket and try and wrap it up in the blanket so that I'm not touching it with my physical hands.
Okay.
And stow it away, I guess.
Okay.
after it's gone, I want to try to sit in this throne. It looks like it's one of the few things that I could actually fit in.
Yep, and it's not very snug, but it is like, you don't have to kind of cramp yourself down. It's nice.
I like this. This is what you guys feel all the time?
That's how I see myself, but I have to admit, you look quite fine on top of a throne.
Oh, well. Thank you.
Hey, the car.
I get up.
Yeah, what's up?
You want to check that other hallway?
Yeah, let's give it a look.
Let's give it a look-see.
Sebastian does the Peter Parker Miles Morales pose with the other rogue. And you all make your way into the hallway.
You ever kiss someone upside down?
It's hard to do. You can't really breathe.
And you all are making your way around. Zakar's dancing lights, throwing itself through shadow, and Sebastian.
I don't have dancing lights, but I do have a torch.
I sent two of my dancing lights to be on you.
Oh, okay.
And your
What's
torch.
the range on them?
And your torch.
Well, you're closer to Jackson than you thought. Because he was right there.
I'm always closer to Jackson than I think I am.
And you all see a ancient old chest.
Look at that old chest.
Yeah, it's
Stevia's not that old.
You want
You
to
know
check
that line
the
in
traps?
Say
one of
something
the
about me?
newer Rocky movies where he says it's cute, like an old pirate chest.
Yeah. It's cute. And like an ugly kind of cute, like an old pirate's
Like an
chest.
old pirate's chest.
What does that mean?
It's from the first,
it's from
what was it?
Rocky. Which
Yeah,
is like the new Rocky movie that.
It was Rocky Balboa.
It's like
Or,
prequel.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it's called Rocky Balboa.
It's like
yeah.
prequel Star Wars bad writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an old pirate's chest.
No, it was definitely him, like, just throwing something together because somebody was willing to buy a script from him for a Rocky movie.
Yeah, it's
I love
before
that
like any
movie.
of the Creed movies.
I love all Rockies except for 5. They're all good. I'm Italian.
Well, no, you're whatever Ben is.
No,
Irish.
Ben's whatever I am.
I don't think so. I think with names like Ziola and Collins, we actually can't be related.
Well, I was bought, so.
All right, and there's an old chest.
I'm going to check it for traps.
I'll assist.
Make an investigation check with advantage.
Hey. 24.
Nice.
24. You do not see a old trap.
Is there a lock on it?
There is a lock on it, but it is very, very old and would probably just fall away.
You want to try to open this car?
Yeah, I got these, and I've never really used them before, but I'll give it a try, and I'll pull out my thieves' tools.
I would be careful with that. No, I'm just
And
kidding.
you,
Pretty good. Pretty good for never used them before.
Yeah.
Just like Arden, the third rogue of this campaign, you put yourself down and then immediately just like stick in your pin and it just falls open. And
Huh.
inside you see there is a dark velvet robe that seems to have
this is
some type
nice.
of holy symbol. On the sleeves, you actually see wrapping around it in sort of a snake pattern. There is this large scorpion tail on each of the shoulders, and then at like the wizard sleeve part, there is the face of a roaring human that is like Manticore sleeves, with the body of the Manticore wrapping around your arms.
Dope.
Then inside there is a vial of water. Seems to be like 4 sections of it. And then there is a small note.
Yeah, I'll read the note.
It is in ancient form of common, but you are able to read it as it is taught in Ursumer, because it's important to know. And it is basically just saying, in the event that you get lost without a priest, in the event that you get lost, in the event that you get lost without a priest, have one of your number wear this. In the event that it does not work, anoint anything you carry with this oil.
Jackson, this seems like something you'd be interested in. And I'll just hand him the robe and oil.
Well, it is very audacious. And I will throw the robe on like a pimp. What do you think?
You look like a pimp.
And I strut away
All right.
with a limp from all the manticore bites.
Okay. Anything else you all want to do in this little chamber?
Not me.
I'm good.
What do you think it means by put the oil on our stuff?
I don't know. We could,
Maybe it's like something you treat weapons with? Or maybe it like you cover yourself in it and it keeps these things from biting you.
All right. You're not going to put oil on me.
Can I hey, can I get just a tiny drop on it? A tiny drop of it on my finger real quick? I'm gonna take a drop of oil and rub it on batter and ask it if it feels anything.
He's letting the dogs out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the one, eh?
This is making me feel ripped.
Finally solved the
Alright.
age-old mystery.
I'm back.
Who-
What did Stevie do?
Welcome to the gun show.
I took just a drop of that oil and rubbed it on batter and asked it if it felt anything.
The presence of a dead god anointing me with strength against its tools, its creatures of the night. I do not like it, but if you decide to do it,
Is it?
it's fine.
It doesn't feel like when his Nala moves through you.
I did know.
Wow.
I do
Yeah, I know.
like
I know.
it, but
I don't want.
if you have to do it, I'm fine.
No, I don't want anything to do with that then.
Ugh. Get
Yeah, it
out of
seems
this
like-
cave, Stevia! Let us take the battle back to Naya!
Yeah, it seems like
I don't like being here.
me either. It seems like this oil is useful against a certain god. My weapon doesn't seem to like it much, so I'll pass on it. But if you guys would like to anoint yours, perhaps it could come in handy.
I want to go, now that my siblings' eyes aren't constantly on me, I just want to go over here and ask my crossbow if it can hear me.
It says nothing.
Nope. Okay.
I thought you were gonna say masturbate.
Nope. That's not what I'm going to say.
Finally, got the room to myself.
Dude, I only participate in tantric.
Right, gross.
Okay, now
I've
you're
been
really
hedging
peaking
for like a month.
now you're really, for a lack of better terms, piquing Jackson's interest.
It'll peak for sure.
Gross.
Alright. And if we had more time, there'd be some manticores to fight here, but we don't.
Oh, good.
Oops.
Jackson casts Misty Step and perfectly falls into the other room. Okay, you see there are 2 paths. It looks like 3, but you pretty quickly gather that it's 2.
Is there
Yep.
one less traveled? Right there.
I'll pull out my dozen rods again and try to determine, especially like if there's an incline or a decline rather.
Sure.
While he's working on that, I will
Ooh.
use a level 1 detect magic.
Okay. You detect magic from, a few of the things that you and your companions carry. The ring that you got, the urn in your pocket seems to be like burning when you look at it.
It's burning.
But you don't see anybody like casting a spell right now ahead of you or anything.
And there's no like auras down either lane that's visible.
No, not within 30 feet.
Okay.
So Zakar, you can tell right away. This one has more of a incline. Oh no, I was drawing. This one has more of an incline, but this one you can actually hear what sounds like outside.
Oh well, I think that this path is going to lead us outside. I'm sure that we just want to leave, right? There's nothing else in here that we
You hear the
want to
wind.
see.
That's how I'll justify that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like
I
to
mean,
get
there's
out of here.
been many
as possible.
treasures here. Perhaps we should find more. Some of these relics could unlock a lot of knowledge.
We can return here once we get to the outdoors. And, we need to.
Well, we don't
reunite
even
with
know
your
where we
companion.
are.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to reunite with our troop. I'm sure Sebastian too is really desperate to get back to his siblings.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all begin the long journey down that hallway. It's a long hallway. This is your last chance to talk to each other about anything in this session. If that's your thing. If you're interested in it.
I don't think so.
What
How
do you
far-
like more, Cheers or Coach?
Maybe we need to do some icebreakers. It seems like we're having a hard time talking with each other.
Zip zap bop. All right, come on.
I didn't take that class.
I didn't do Zip Zap Zop 101. How far could that dragon possibly could have? How far could they have taken us? Anyone familiar with dragons?
I know everything there is to know about dragons. I am the slayer of them.
Yeah, does
Well.
your other eye see what the dragon is up to right now?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. He's always like this. It's not just you.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know how it works. This is how we learn.
If you close one of your eyes, you know exactly how it works, Jackson.
Yeah, but that's closing your eye. That's not having it magically plucked from you by a dragon.
It wasn't plucked. It was burned out with ice.
Oh,
Which doesn't
I'm
make
sorry.
sense.
I'll confess I was a little afraid when the dragon was there, and I may have not been looking at what was happening.
Don't worry, Jackson. I'll protect you. Anyways, bye.
Hold up, I need other parts of me protected.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, you're gonna find out.
Shh.
And you see ahead of you there is light from the outside world. But you also hear voices.
Are we guided by them?
Nice.
Here, Stevia, let me have you go in front of me if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll take the point here.
Stevia, hold on. Stevia.
Yeah.
Be considerate now. I don't want us to have any trouble. Anything left unturned could prove dangerous. The beasts inside are going to be quite formidable, and I believe that Lady Naya would like some of them left alive. Did you just walk out there, Stevia?
Yeah. I just
Okay.
strolled on out.
Oh,
Stevia.
hello. Are you perhaps an archaeologist? You see a woman dressed exactly like someone you fought before. An adjudicator of the White Masks.
Yeah. This is my hammer here. This is what I used to excavate with. Ugh.
Well, if it's quite all right, would you and any companions that you have brought with you, would you be willing to step a bit closer to me in the light?
Stevia.
Oh,
Just so that we all
might
feel,
have an idea, but it might ruin the game.
just so we
I'm
all
just
feel
gonna-
safer with each other.
I'm just gonna raise my shield up so the light's pointing at me. And is this better?
I'd like to be closer to each other so I can get a better look at you. I'm a bit nearsighted, you see. I can come to you, but any companions that you have, I'd like to see them.
I'm gonna lower my shield down so it's shining in her face, so she's looking into the light instead of away from it.
All right, and she turns her head away and says, "Please don't. Do you have anything that you've taken from the cave in there?"
No, we're just trying to get out of here. We don't know where we are.
Sure. I can point you in the right direction. Please, anyone in there? Any friends of this charming young archaeologist? Please show yourself. I'd be happy to lend a hand.
It's just me, actually. I got lost in there, and
Wonderful. Roll a wisdom saving throw, please, Stevia.
Fuck.
Okay.
5.
You are compelled to tell the truth.
Okay.
How many were they? Just you?
And 3 other people.
Okay, I'll say that you did say that. I'm sorry, you're not compelled to tell the truth. You can only tell the truth when you speak.
Okay.
My bad. Huh.
You're allowed to not answer, though? Is that
Yeah,
correct?
you can be quiet, or you can dodge questions. It's Zone of Truth. She's cast Zone of Truth on you.
Okay.
Well, the 3 of you, please, if you wouldn't mind coming forward. I promise that there won't be any. I'm not dangerous.
Are we out of sight?
You are back in the cave, out of sight. Yeah.
Can I cast a spell?
Sure.
I cast Shadow Blade. just so it's out and ready.
Sure. Now, are you sure
I'm
that you didn't
gonna-
take anything of value from the cave?
Me? No. I don't have anything on me.
And your companions, did they?
I'm going to bring
Not that
out
I saw.
my Ryu Bang and treat it like it's some kind of a walking stick and come out and try and look huddled. Like I'm very incapable of much.
Ah, hello. Did you take anything of value from the cave, sir?
I have about 85 gold that I took from the cave. That's a very obvious value.
And how
Oh
did
yeah,
you...
we did get the gold. I forgot about the gold.
And, madam, how did you all come to the cave? Did you enter from here or another entrance?
We woke up there, kind of. We weren't here earlier, and then now we are here.
Right. So, to reiterate, you all got gold in the cave and nothing else. Jackson, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
That's correct. I only got gold in the cave.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him.
On her.
Or on her, yeah, sorry.
Gotcha. Jackson, you are affected by Zone of Truth.
And what was the question again? Sorry.
It was, you took only gold from the cave and nothing else.
I thought you asked if I took anything valuable.
Yes, but was the only things of value that you saw gold?
Well, I did take this, and I'm gonna pull out the gin urn, and I'm gonna rub the side of it.
All right. And the top pops off. And
It's popping off, guys.
Smoke begins to pour out of it.
Oh boy.
It is like a roadie just pulled out some dry ice, because it is literally just rolling around your all's ankles, and then all of a sudden there is
Okay.
a crack of like purple light in front of all of you, and from the bottle shoots a massive bearded fellow. He's muscular, but you only see his upper body as the rest of him is shrouded in cloud. And he appears, and he says, "Who has rubbed the mystical lamp?" And
I call you here under my will.
shit.
I try to put on a big man's voice.
Shit! And you watch as basically all of
That's
these
right.
people shuffle forward. Don't
I
do
am
anything.
Jackson
Don't
Pars.
make a wish. Don't say anything.
That's right. With my power, I can utter words and destroy you all.
You have one wish, Jackson Pars. Then I take my leave.
Oh boy, Sakar. Our friends are dumb.
You want to go back into the cave?
Yeah, I think so.
You can make a good life here.
We go in that room 9 hours
Okay,
will
sorry.
pass before we can get out of it.
I'm having the I get a wish syndrome right now, where for D&D wise, where like all I can think of are like game mechanic things to ask for,
Yeah,
and having to figure out what that means in
tell
real
you
world talk.
that if you decide not to use a wish, he can get put back in there, and you can use it later if you decide that you want to use it for something else.
Okay.
But if you want to, I mean, it can be something game mechanical. I won't let you say I gain 5 levels. I won't let you do something like that. But
Okay.
and
You
it'll
get
be
back
up
to
to
our
Jin's
friends.
interpretation.
Wish for another magic carpet.
Stevius has one.
I'm gonna take a step towards the Judicator and say, all of you back out of here.
If you promised not to use a wish.
You better leave. Make
I don't-
space between me, or I wish for your death.
I don't think you're in any position to bargain
Is
here.
that your wish?
Not yet. Quiet.
Do not make threats, Jackson Parr.
Hey, I have your home right now.
And when you do not, do you intend to incur the wrath of Marid Silat?
Only if she and I agree to it beforehand. And that's what we're into.
Look, we will exit the cave, and there will be no trouble, as long as you promise not to use the wish.
Why do you care about me using the wish?
We don't have to promise you anything.
If we are going to negotiate in good faith, get your
What's-
dog away from me, wizard.
What's the negotiation here? It looks like we're holding all the cards.
Also, I would not speak that way of my companion if you wish for me to hold my wish. Get it? Wish to wish?
We could start a business where we are dragon hunters, Sakar.
Yeah, we're really good at it.
Yeah.
Take a step back, Goliath.
No, I'm good where I'm at.
One of these fellows in the elaborate gilded white masks pulls a battle axe from beneath his robes. Madam, your word.
Sebastian, I have this mask. If you you have that disguise on. Maybe you could put this mask on.
Jackson?
It's an adjudicator mask.
Make your wish.
Yeah,
Wish if you
Stevia.
like.
I'll take
Your
it
word.
from you.
Maybe you could diffuse the situation. Pretend like you're one of them.
Yeah. So, Ben, the person I disguised myself as is the original Thorns guy that we were going to meet that ended up being Naya's dude.
Estefar?
Say his name again?
Estefar.
Yep. That's who I'm disguised as. And I'll put the white mask on over top of that.
Okay.
Ben, just to clarify, it is an adjudicator's mask. It's not just a random white mask.
Oh, good. Our leader is here.
Hello.
What are
Everybody calm down. We're all here for the same thing.
What are you doing here with them?
Naya sent me to tell you to chill out. Man.
Naya gives her first commandment. Do not have a cow.
It's true. Take a chill pill, she
looks
said.
By the old
My
god,
shorts.
she,
by an old god, he means from the 90s.
Yeah.
she just looks at you, and there's an odd way that she moves her head when she's looking at somebody else. It's almost as if she is only able to see out of one of the slits in her mask.
Samesies.
Oh, she also only has one eye.
Why?
Naya giveth and Naya taketh.
Why would the echelons not give me word of your coming? Who are these? Are these
It's kind of an undercover boss situation.
recruits then?
They are not recruits. They are already of a higher tier.
Jackson Pars, make your wish or send me back inside now.
I'm going
The
to
genie's not one of us.
return to your prison, and I will hold the jar up to his smoky bottoms and let him get sucked in.
Okay,
The
make a
smoky
deception
bottom.
check with disadvantage, Sebastian. As the gin-
Deception disadvantage.
Yep, as the gin goes back into the bottle.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
That's crazy.
Who are they, Estefar?
They are my underlings. To beat the enemies of Naya, I had to take in people that seemed like they were them.
This one. She bears the mark of your former allegiance.
Yes, because we are going to kill all of them.
My brother will be very pleased at that.
Yes, he should be.
He wants to kill the blonde one himself.
Which blonde one?
The little tart.
Ah,
Causes trouble.
because of that time with the thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crack my knuckles in response to that, very directly at this person.
Yeah, the helmet, the mask, shoots back to you when you do that.
Stevie also wants to kill the blonde one. But-
Stevia. I'll remember that name, dog.
I thought you already said it. Oops.
You probably won't, though, right? What's your name?
Estefar will tell you.
Yes, I will.
Why don't you tell me? You know my name.
Are you going by a different handle these days?
No, it's what you've always known me by, Estefar.
You haven't taken on a
Teach.
the killer of idiots or anything like that? Say the full name as you want it to be said. Any other languages, maybe giant? And
Brian, I didn't have to let you make a deception check. If you want to keep pushing your luck. You may tell her my name, Estefar. In the
she
future.
doesn't need to know.
In the
Yeah,
future,
I don't need to know. Honestly, I don't.
Estefar.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yes.
Quiet. She said
Okay.
that to Stevia, and then she looks back at you. Teach your underlings the structure of Naya's church.
Of course.
The
You
next
are
time,
correct, of course.
I don't care what you have in your possession. I will cut your tongue out.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
What else did you get? Did you get anything other than gin?
No, that was the only find in there. We did kill a couple manticores, but there was nothing else to find.
Did you get the blade?
The blade. I found some skeletons with shitty, rusty metal items, but no, nothing other than that.
Very well, then we have more to see. Come along. We're delving deeper.
Well, best of luck to you.
Yeah, if
We're gonna go kill some thorns.
don't worry about anything poisonous in there. In fact, if you get anything that makes you vulnerable to it, I think you're fine. Just go ahead and eat
Stevie, I quit with your jokes.
it. Yeah.
Hello.
I
What?
was wondering about that. That Zakar back in the shadows just slips out because they're about to walk right by him.
Estefar,
Yes.
kill that one. And she
Kill.
points at Stevia, and then she walks after her people.
Understood. Say hi to your bro. Let's go.
Did you guys see that? I commanded a gin.
Get off of me.
All right,
What do you
and
think
you
we're gonna
all
wish
leave the mouth of the cave, and you can see about 4 miles away is Kizarkand.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Across a little flat. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Can I ask, while we make that journey or before we do, can I see what the sword does? Because I want to be able to give it to somebody if it seems like something they would be able to use.
If the person who is wielding it, but really attuned to it, I was just trying to give a demonstration before anybody could attune to it. Person who is attuned to it, if they cast a spell, some property of it will be transferred onto the sword.
Okay.
For a period of time that is decided by the spell.
Do any of you think that would be useful for you?
No, I had a hammer.
Maybe.
Seems like it might be good for you.
No, I do not think so. I have very few spells, and the one that's is best for me is already a sword that has properties. But maybe
then I shall keep it.
Okay, you shall keep it.
And it is as a weapon. Functionally, it is a +1 scimitar. But if you are not using any type of spell, if you are using a spell, it just works as normal. But if you are not using a spell, it's just you have disadvantage on the damage roll because it's rusted.
Interesting.
So to hit is fine. It's still a +1, but you will have disadvantage on the d6 that you roll for the damage. And hey, everybody, that's going to be our session. Tune in next Monday when the A team challenges Sacerdos, the high priest of a certain faction within the Church of Dior in the Hallandor Empire. There's a lot of stuff in this game. Bye.